Motown and Red Wing, Detroit.
Joe Sakic decided to put Colorado on his back and has carried them in consecutive overtime wins. The Avalanche have a new life. Game 6 on their home ice. Will San Jose finish what they started, or will Colorado take another step towards history? Game 6 next. Springtime in Denver, that means playoff hockey, but last week a lot of people were saying maybe not anymore. Well, the Avs have answered the call, and they are back here in their home in Denver going against San Jose. Hello, everybody. I'm Gary Thorne along with Bill Clement. Welcome. For only the 11th time in NHL history, a team down 3-0 has gotten back to even a Game 6. And now for the San Jose Sharks. Can they put this away?
Get to this stage of a series without talking about the respective captains, and for San Jose that means the young Patrick Marleau, who earlier in the series was the unstoppable Patrick Marleau, but in the last 3 games he's only picked up 1 assist. Goals have been extremely hard to come by in this series. I think if Patrick Marleau can score even 1 in this game, I think San Jose will clinch.
Every year, the players select 3 to be finalists for the best player of the year in the NHL. The players this year have named Joe Sakic as one of those players, and he's showing why.
An absolute perfect choice. Joe Sakic has reconfirmed in this series what some of us already knew. He is one of the greatest big-game players in all of sports, not just hockey. I think if Joe Sakic can get 1 more goal in this game, just 1 more, I think Colorado will win.
This has turned to a great series. San Jose can finish it up with a win, while the Avs can move it to a Game 7. And the Avs get Paul Kariya back for his first playoff game of the year.
Hi, team.
Problem.
Try rebooting.
Already did. Meeting in minutes.
Run utilities.
Not good.
Alt FX.
It's getting worse. Something's happening.
Hit escape.
There is no escape.
Problem solved.
What?
Replaced.
How'd you do that?
Coast-to-coast walkie-talkies get it done. Nextel.
What did I do to get over the recession? I changed my shampoo. Get new V for Men thickening shampoo with Virginium XY for up to 50% thicker looking hair for better scalp coverage. New V for Men by L'Oreal Paris.
Ooh, look at the textures.
They almost melt into each other.
Yeah, and it looks so...
Soft.
Exactly. I've never seen anything this...
Crunchy.
Wow.
Taco Bell's Cheesy Gordita Crunch. Warm flatbread covered in 3 melted cheeses, wrapped around a crunchy taco and topped with a zesty pepper jack sauce. So cheesy.
I like cheesy.
To get crunchy, chewy, cheesy, and melty, think outside the bun.
Check it out.
Skaters.
Whatever.
Man, in a perfect world, you can skate wherever you want.
Yeah.
And Tony Hawk would be there. And he'd be this milkman, and he'd give us all the Hershey's milkshakes we could drink.
That'd be perfect.
Nah, it'd be perfect if everybody had a mohawk. Hershey's milkshake. Shake reality.
Observe the panicked look of the last-minute shopper. Fortunately, Helzberg Diamond's value promise ensures the perfect gift at the perfect price. And for Mother's Day, choose from jewelry of exceptional quality, including diamond solitaire earrings starting at a straightforward $99. So, Mr. Last-Minute Shopper, thanks to the value promise, you can turn that panic button off. Helzberg Diamonds. Confidence comes in a burgundy box.
Dave Ryan rink level at the Pepsi Center in Denver.
whereby nights end more than 18,000 Avalanche fans will be shoehorned into this arena, rooting on their beloved Avs, trying to make a piece of NHL history. After all, only two teams have ever come back from 0-3 series deficit to go on to win that series. Now the Avalanche hit the ice at the Pepsi Center. The fans are ready. It's evident they are ready for hockey in the Rockies tonight. The two goalies are set to go head-to-head. Evgeny Abakov for San Jose. David Abisher in the nets one more time for the Avs. Game 6 next.
Gotta get rid of this headache fast.
The moment of choice. Which will work faster, Tylenol or Advil? Truth is, Advil liquid gels will. They work faster, stronger, better than Tylenol on tough headaches. Advance to Advil relief.
Announcing an amazing achievement in sports. The end of messy athlete's foot cream with maximum strength Gold Bond foot swabs. Snap to release the only medicine proven to cure and prevent most athletes' foot. Gold Bond foot swabs. The no mess, no touch cure.
Talk with the kids in your life about drugs and alcohol. And if they're in treatment or recovery, support them, even if you have to practice.
I am so proud of you.
For drug and alcohol information and treatment referral, call 1-800-662-HELP.
4 aces.
You cheating little...
The wildest places in the West and the most profitable brothels on Wild West Tech. Tonight at 10 on the History Channel.
Meanwhile, on the 4th floor...
When?
20 minutes ago.
An internet worm.
And a sneaky one, too. Came from the inside.
But the guys from IT said we're safe.
It was caught by the network, automatically. They say we're fine.
How does something like that get in here?
Hey, Daddy, I downloaded a new game on your computer. It's really cool.
Protecting networks and everyone around them. This is the power of the network. Now.
Hey, sensor users, think you've got the best shave? Well, it just got better. 2 blades became 3. Introducing Gillette Sensor 3, the best sensor shave ever. So now, think 3. New Sensor 3 from Gillette.
Get caught up on the day in sports starting at 11 with Sports Center.
This news just went down.
Then Outside the Lines nightly.
The topic, steroids and drug testing.
Followed by Baseball Tonight.
Why not just use your bullpen?
The entire day in sports, weeknights starting at 11 Eastern on...
Hi, I'm Les Howard from Howard & Sons in Monticello, and we're going to get you down and dirty for only $49 a month. Just pick from any one of our new Polaris ATVs, and we'll throw in a trailer, a helmet, and gloves, all for just $49 a month. Or we'll get you all wet for just $50 a month with the Watercraft of the Year of the Polaris MSX, a new Triton aluminum trailer, 2 life jackets, a pull-behind tube, all for just $50 a month. So come see us at Howard & Sons and experience the way out.
This is Flora, and this is her flower shop. This is Flora's Flower Shop on cable TV. These are the people who saw Flora's shop on TV. And this is Flora's shop blossoming, which actually makes this the beginning, not the end, of a very beautiful story. Cable advertising. It's easy, it's affordable, it works. With cable TV, you'll get your ads worth.
Playoffs on ESPN, presented by Nextel. Brought to you by Nextel coast-to-coast walkie-talkies in under a second. Nextel, done. And in part by Dodge, the official road team of the NHL. Grab life by the horns. Dodge. And Southwest Airlines, the official airline of the National Hockey League. Southwest Airlines, a symbol of freedom.
Welcome back to Denver, everybody. This game also available in high definition, ESPN HD. It'll change the way you watch hockey. Phillips, Best Buy, free Center. Downtown, there you see all the banners on Larimer Street for the Avs Their crowd looking for a bit of history to be made by their team, which has a chance to send us to a Game 7 if they can win here tonight. After having fallen behind in this series 3-0, Joe Sakic has been the only man to score of late for either of these teams.
And incredibly, he's been enough.
He has put it away with some big goals. Shot deflected up in the air and wide. Big chance by Wayne Primo early on in this game. We're going to see Paul Kariya taking to the ice for the first time in the playoffs in this game for the Avs. Shot in, Abisher. That got deflected straight up over the stick of Ricci. Again, Abisher had to block it. A big charge early by San Jose. Off the near side, Marshall. Wrapped around the far side boards, Chichu. Chichu will dump it back in behind the net. Primo reaching, could not get it. What a surge in the first minutes by the Sharks.
And this is so like San Jose. The best first-period team in the NHL all year long. They still are. But they haven't been cashing in. They've pressured. When they can't cash in is when they start to falter.
Chichu able to hold that into the corner. Mike Ricci got pinned up against the boards. We have gone over a minute. The Avs have not been able to clear the zone. Tied up. Abisher will put a glove on it and get a rest. Well, we said a Game 7 if the Avs can win this, but before that, it's only the 11 of 140 best-of-7 series that a team down 3-0 has even gotten to Game 6.
That's incredible.
You get down, you lose.
Absolutely.
There is Paul Kariya, played in the last game of the regular season and was injured, an ankle injury. So he's playing in his first playoff game this year. Now, Rob Blake is out. Alex Tanguay is out for the Avs with injuries, so obviously 2 key players not in.
You bet. And Todd Harvey is out for San Jose. He's got a lower body problem. He warmed up and tried to play. Can't. Scott Thornton is out. Pricing has been taken out, Tom Pricing, and Jimmy Fahey has been inserted into the lineup by San Jose. Maybe a little offense on their power play. 1 goal could be enough to win this game.
Well, some changes there. Bill McCreary, Rob Schick are referees in this game. Tim Nowak and Dan Shakti are working the line. That one is going to be whistled on the offside, and that will be moved back out to center.
Paul Kariya was so looking forward to the playoffs, and then on the very last game of the regular season, in a nothing game, he got tangled up with Scott Hartnell from the Nashville Predators and went down and is just making his reappearance here in Game 6.
Boy, these are tough games to make reappearances or your first appearance in the playoffs. It's not a must-win game, but it's that close. That one back, the net is off the Marsh peg. The backhander went up and over the net in any event. Backing into it, Nabokov on Peter Forsberg.
This is going to be a black and blue game. Young Marek Spantos had a little bit of a chance there, but the net was already off. Colorado really sticking to the matchup that they have really clung to this entire series, and that is Adam Foote and Carlos Krasnich out there against the Patrick Marleau line. Both of those groups just went off.
Nicolasian, Paul Kariya, and the man who just got flipped onto the ice, Dan Highnote, are on the line. Held in at the point, dumped by Kurt Sauer. Sauer playing just his 3rd game of the playoffs. That's Kariya, tangled up behind the net by Scott Hannon. Hannon, who leads San Jose in minutes played in the playoffs as he did during the regular season. Shot got deflected into the corner. That's Curtis Brown. It's going to be whistled on an offside. David Abisher, first playoff season for their goaltender.
What a tremendous job David Abisher has done getting back into the series. Remember Game 1? He was yanked. People started to whisper. Game 2, they lost 4-1. The whispers grew into loud words. And nobody's talking about anybody else but David Abisher in this town right now, because Abisher the last 3 games has been nothing short of sensational. Both guys have.
David Abisher has given up only 2 goals on the last 66 shots against him. Korolyuk trying to clear that one out of there. Did off the front of the bench. Sauer will come back to get it. Kurt Sauer may get more ice time because the Avs, of course, have to react to the fact Blake is not available. Fahey's got it. Blake tried to play in the last game, played just 46 seconds, and then left the ice. Turned into the middle. Centering pass off Abisher. Got deflected. Sits there. Ekman couldn't get a stick on it, and it's cleared out. Grattan got it out of there. The Avs are changing it up. And the territorial play early on in favor of the San Jose Sharks. Turnover shot. That one got blocked. Daniel Solani up as McCauley got the rip. Joe Sakic's line out. Sakic down the middle. Near side, bounces over Solani's stick. Solani in the corner, pinned up. Play back to the point. The rip there is deflected, scratched it, shot into the netting. Let's check in, see what's going on. John?
Well, Gary, Philadelphia trying to do something that hasn't been done in this series. That's win on the road. Jeremy Roenick stays with this one and scores now 2-0. That's his 50th career playoff goal.
So the Flyers getting up early and staying there so far in their game in an attempt to put that series away against Toronto. We'll keep you posted as that game proceeds. Antti Vannonen coming back to get it, but not clear the zone. Sharks have come out hungry here in this game. Shot deflected wide of Abisher. Marcel Gosh, that one, he thought he had it. He didn't get a whistle. Got a whistle.
Boy, I'll tell you what, the Avs are completely scrambled when the play gets around David Abisher. And you don't see David Abisher overreact like this very much. Watch, he threw himself over and kept on going out of his paint. The whistle blew. Otherwise, Brad Stewart was hooking around for a wraparound. Look at this. It just went jiggle back between the pads. Curtis Brown was able to knock it loose. Some scary moments for the Avs early, but so far so good. That is what the Avs have done in the last two games. Weathered the storm in the first period and then taken the game away as it's moved on to the second period, third period, and overtime.
Dan Heinold moves into the draw. Colorado Avalanche have had a big advantage in faceoffs. Ricci, though, gets that one, sends it back up onto the point. Mike Rathje will gun it back in behind the net. Primo doing battle. Primo trying to set it up near side. Chichu, that one shot off. Rathje will play it. Rathje able to hold it in. Again, they work from behind the net. Ricci back there. Ricci, goal, 2 assists in the playoffs. Primo takes a couple of shots, scratched it, tripped him. Kariya tried to clear, could not do it. Held in by Chichu. Boy, they are grinding it into the middle. It just went wide. Chichu tried to redirect. Adam Foote hit by Primo, cleared it up and into the netting. That will be whistled, and the face-off will stay in the zone.
There is no question about the Sharks' resolve here in Game 6. Boy, they have come out loaded up and ready to go.
They've not played particularly well on the road. They are 2-2 on the road. They've been outscored 8-6. Ron Wilson hoping that will change for his Sharks.
Well, Ronnie Wilson's done his best to prepare his guys as if this were a Game 7. He also said this morning he's going to play this guy, Patrick Marleau, a bunch. The task then is see who else is running like a thoroughbred and get them on the ice as much as he can.
Marleau centered it into the middle. Shot. David Abisher hangs on. Danfus was wide open. The veteran Vinny Danfus, who's got 4 goals this playoff year, was by himself.
Too many people wide open in front of David Abisher if you're standing behind the Colorado bench. Look at this. Good play by Abisher to be at the top of the paint. Danfus had to settle it, transition from the backhand, and snap it as quickly as he could. And he's the only guy that scored for San Jose in the last 3 games. He's got 2 goals.
The first 4 shots have gone to San Jose in this game. 4 minutes plus into this first period. Again, not cleared from the point. Deflected wide of Abisher. Danfus down to get it. Jason Marshall was able to gun it in.
Adam Foote, no stick.
His stick in front. Shot ripped over the head of Abisher, but a whistle, I think, before that shot was taken,
yes.
And the Avs are not happy about the shot coming late.
Hey, if you're Jason Marshall and you're not sure, let her rip, baby.
Whistle will bring the face-off back out to center ice.
What a break that was for Colorado. Adam Foote had lost his stick. If they keep it alive, one of the best defenders for the Avs. It's actually on no man's land in front. And no forward is near him to hand him his stick. Forwards always do that because the area that you want to protect is the area closest to the goalie. You got to pass the twig to the D-man.
That one, Lyles moves into the zone. Back to get it is Kyle McLaren. Lyles blocked it, didn't know where it was. Sent back Sauer, pushed that one back into the middle. Sharks would be offside. They are offside, and we'll check in with Dave Ryan, who's downstairs with us. Dave.
All right, Gary, one of the headlines in Denver today here, the conversations David Abisher, the Avs goalie, has had with retired legend Patrick Waugh, owner of 4 Stanley Cup rings, getting advice on how to handle a playoff pressure. Waugh tells Abisher to call any time, and the last time they spoke during the first round, the advice, simple and straightforward. Have fun, play your game, don't worry about the entire team, the entire city, relying on you to win the cup. Too much self-imposed pressure can be trouble. Waugh got good advice from Ray Bourque in 2001.
Played by Koryuk off the face-off. Tried to clear that. Lyles trying to bat it down. Ekman will dump that one in. David Abisher will come back to play it. Sauer there to feed the puck up. Again, got blocked. Held in by Kyle McLaren. Dumped in front. High note over to get it. High note. Sent it out. Trying to hit Chris Stratton, who was running in the near side. Couldn't get it to him. Now the Avs have got to clear the zone. Colorado here at home is 4-1 in the playoffs. They've outscored the opposition 14-5. Their defense absolutely solid in these home games.
Abisher, just incredible numbers at home.
A .99 goals against for David Abisher in home games. That one goes up into the netting.
Well, Ron Wilson didn't mince his words when he talked about who really had to step up for his team. He called out Alexander Korolyuk and Nils Ekman. When you're talking about Ekman, he was the number 2 scorer on this team. And he's got 1 point so far in the playoffs. Korolyuk has a couple of goals, but hasn't done anything lately. These are second-line guys. And Ronnie Wilson said, we need to have something from them, and we need it now.
It has been a very defensive series so far. Sakic, what a move. Sakic fell down, got up, got the puck, shot from the point, deflected up and over. Ozzy Vananen. We talked about defensemen for Colorado getting some of the playing time that Blake would have had. Vananen is one of those whose minutes are surging here in the playoffs.
Here's what Ron Wilson said. Some guys have failed miserably in the last couple of games to get the job done. That's pretty well cutting to the chase, isn't it?
That's pretty harsh.
Yeah, but he didn't go as far as mentioning Korolyuk and Ekman, and for that matter, too. Mike Rathje has been the last guy to touch the puck when Sakic has scored both overtime goals. He didn't mention them in the papers, but when we chatted with him this morning, he came clean on who he was talking about.
And Rathje did mention it in the papers about the fact he didn't like the fact he was being mentioned. And he took exception to it.
He was just assuming it was him.
Yeah, that's right. That one bounced up in the air on the far side. Darby Hendrickson had it and lost it. Move back on the crisscross. Chichu's on the left. Chichu will move it in. Primo cutting. Chichu, that one got blocked. Straight up in the air. Nowhere to go. Bob Bugner just stayed in front of that. Darby Hendrickson cleared that one out of there. No score, first period, game 6. San Jose Sharks, underdogs in this series, even though they were seated tied for third ahead of the Avalanche, who were fourth, have put on a show in this series. In the first 3, coming away with wins, and the Avalanche have responded to get it to this game at home. Fans wanted a call there, won't get it. That went off the linesman's helmet to Peter Forsberg. Turning, Forsberg coming. This is what he loves to do. Leaves it off the wide for Foot. Back in behind the net. Could not connect with Forsberg, who'd gone back behind the net to try and work it. Forsberg, high note, and Milan Hajduk on this line. Back on top. Strashdis leaves it. Forsberg had gotten too close to handle it. Cleared around by Stewart, not out. Sauer holds it in. Sauer and Strashdis, the defensive pairings right now for the Avs. Wrapped around McLaren, got it out of there, and there'll be no whistle. He said hoping, and wrongly so. That will be whistled on the icing. When we'll come back, we'll put the Avs comeback into perspective. It's scoreless in the first.
No, 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 wrong. Mayday, mayday.
Not a good time.
Exactly, not a good time. Said it, I don't like it.
My client? How bad?
What is with the marble? Very, very bad. People don't listen. Too many trees.
Doing the smile thing?
This is a joke, right? Doing it now.
Relax. You're under budget.
We're under budget. We're under budget. We're under budget. I love it. Loves it.
Oh. Coast to coast walkie-talkies get it done. Nextel.
Introducing the only minivan with 2 rows of fold-and floor seats, the all-new 2005 Grand Caravan.
Come on in, Dad.
I'll finish that morning. The lowest priced minivan in America, starting under $19,000.
When it comes to your lawn, Sears is the ultimate lawn gear headquarters. At Sears, you'll find the top names in gear with all the latest features, like a Craftsman mower with a fresh start system, the variable speed mower, and tough, hard-working tractors. Sears has gear experts who will fix you up with the right product at a great price. Come in right now for the ultimate lawn and garden sale and get 0% financing for 6 months on all tractors and on all mowers over 246. Sears, good life, great price.
Well, 139 times the team has led a series 3-zip. They went ahead and won it in 4 games 94 times, in 5 games 35 times, 6 5 times, won it in 7 games 3 times, lost in 7 games only twice, 1942 and 1975.
The Avs are trying to become part of that history of being down 3-0 and coming back to win a series in 7 games. Lyles takes it back through center. The Avs had to get back on side. Paul Kariya, high note goes fine. Kariya, bad right ankle. That is what has kept him out of the playoffs until tonight. High note, did he touch that? Got it into the zone on the tip. The Avs are going to have to play this. Right back, Lyles bounces off his skate. Korolyuk moving in. Good help as they were changing at the right time. Teemu Selanne up to Sakic. Sakic at center. By the broken stick. Selanne cutting. Just missed. Teemu Selanne trying to wrap it around off the back of Nabokov.
That was Jimmy Fahey that got a piece of it that deflected it wide. A pretty good play for a guy that hasn't played in 2 months.
And now we're getting line changes for the Avs again here. You've got Kariya, Sakic, and Selanne playing on the same line.
And it really looked like they tried to get him out there against Jimmy Fahey. I mean, when you haven't played since March the 9th, and Fahey's in the lineup hopefully to supply some offense, but that was a good move by Tony Granato to try to get that line out there against Fahey.
He has had a magnificent series, magnificent playoff year. Nabokov, the 28-year-old out of Kazakhstan, who during the regular season games and his career was 2-10-1 against the Avs. Has played 500 hockey against them so far in this playoff history, and looking for that one more big win against them. Bob Bugner takes Primo out of the play. Stepping up was Jason Marshall to try and hold it in. They pinch the D. The Sharks do. Centered again in front. Shot. Abisher knocked it away on Chichu. Empty net. Hit the post. Rebound shot. Off Abisher to the corner on a third chance for reaching. 3 great chances for the Sharks.
But again, wide open in front. The Sharks wide open in front of David Abisher.
Chichu was just kind of handed on Cruz down there. Nobody picked him up. Centered again. This time a little coverage. Cleared by Bannon in the length of the ice. It'll be icing.
Boy, some great work by the former Avalanche Mike Ricci to dig the puck out and to spot Chichu. Chichu really does have a flair for the dramatic. You saw that earlier in the series. He is a big game player. But look at Mike Ricci. He took a peek, was able to thread it out to the backhand side of Chichu. David Abisher reacted well. He knew he had help coming back. That was Scott Hannon that had the sharp angle shot that hit the post. Our Southwest Airlines goal cam. A busy first period for David Abisher.
Boy, did Hannon's chance have an empty net or what?
Would have been tough, man. The puck is rolling.
You see the chances so far. All San Jose. Roll back for Kyle McLaren. McLaren drops it. Avs changing it up. Moving to the midway point of this first period. It is scoreless. And the Avalanche still looking for their first shot. Cleared out by Stewart. Chased back at him. Foot as usual, eating up a ton of ice time. Damphus blocked it, but Henderson comes away with it. And that'll be tipped in by Chris Gratton, and the Avalanche will change. Rathje will touch it up.
Well, if the Maple Leafs or the Avs are able to force a Game 7, ESPN will have all the action for you Thursday night. Leafs and Flyers will be in Philadelphia. Game gets underway at 8 Eastern. That's on ESPN. And the Sharks and the Avs would have their Game 7 in San Jose. They'll be seen on ESPN at 10:30 Eastern. 2-0 Flyers right now in that game in Toronto.
Battle going here. San Jose trying to join Calgary for the Western Conference final matchup. Interesting, last year the 2 teams in it, Minnesota, Anaheim, had not made the playoffs the year before. The 2 teams vying for it right now didn't make the playoffs last year. Calgary, San Jose, go figure. Up the near side wall, Nick collision. Jammed in by Fahey. He and Kariya do battle. Kariya couldn't get it out of there.
Boy, Gary, some real aggressive pinching and containment by the Sharks defenseman at the blue. And I get Jimmy Fahey right on Paul Kariya's back. Why? Because he knew he had Mark Smith back there to back him up. But even Jason Marshall's been all the way into the hash mark pinching.
They are trying for some offense early on in this game and get that important first goal, which has mattered so much in this series and in the playoffs this year. A loose behind the net. Colorado Avalanche trying to get a scoring chance generated here. Konowalchuk cutting to the net. Vananen will dump it back for Sakic. Sakic, Teemu Selanne, and Konowalchuk together. Continuing line changes. Sakic tried to redirect that, but hit the side of the net. Now he gets the D going by. Sakic, a shot. That one wide. Teemu Selanne trying to redirect. Selanne picks up the rebound. Goes on top. Bugner a chance. That one goes to the near side wall. Vananen holds it back in behind the net. Now a flurry here from the Avs. Selanne's got it. Looking, Vananen, his shot. That one right wide. Bugner got back to the point. It'll be ice. by the Sharks.
Boy, they had the right idea. Screens in front of Nabokov the whole time. Well, the hero for the Avs the last two games, Joe Sakic. When we come back, we will show you his heroics.
The Stanley Cup Playoffs, Saturday at 3 Eastern on ABC.
These low fares to your favorite vacation destinations start at just $49.
You are now free to move about the country.
Enjoy your new Durango.
Look, it's got a DVD. And see how smooth the ride is for you and Fluffy?
Liz, what are you doing to him?
I'm just showing little Joey the new Durango.
Sam, there's only one thing you need to know. Hemi. Can you say Hemi?
Hemi.
That's my boy.
The all-new Dodge Durango. Big size, smooth ride, Hemi power. 0% financing or $3,000 in combined cash allowances plus a great warranty gets you the best values in America.
Get into Taco Bell for the cheesy Gordita Crunch. Warm flatbread covered in 3 melted cheeses, wrapped around a crunchy taco, and topped with a zesty pepper jack sauce. The cheesy Gordita Crunch. So crunchy, so chewy, so melty, and don't forget, so cheesy.
I like cheesy.
To get crunchy, chewy, cheesy, and melty, think outside the bun.
Game 4 of this series was here in Colorado. A win in overtime, 0-0 until Joe Sakic ended it. Made it 1-0. Avs won their first game in the series. Game 5, 2 nights ago in San Jose. Forsberg along the wall. Out to who else? But Joe Sakic ended it 2-1, Colorado. And they were officially taken off of life support after that game.
Sakic, who was second in total points during the year, tied for second and tied for 10th in goals. You see the first player in NHL history coming across these overtime goals. He's now tied all time for the overtime game winners in the playoffs. Played back by Hannon in the corner. Looked like he thought he was going to get a whistle. It bounced right back to him. Spados is on him. Back up Koroliuk, went behind him, and Spados able to hold it in momentarily. On the bounce, Alan McCauley got it out of there. McCauley's had a right shoulder problem, playing in his 5th game. The Selke nominee for the year has not had a point. His job shut down the other team. Back in the middle, shot. Abisher makes the save on Ekman. Ekman again found a little room, got a wrister off near side, open. McCauley shot. That gets blocked out deep. Scratched it, blocked it, broke his stick. And without a stick, scratches down the middle. Hannon, and he fanned on it. Backhander, save made. Rebound kicked into the corner. David Abisher with a big save. Open again, centering pass. That got blocked. Ekman tried to dump it into the middle. The flurry continues. McCauley back up, stolen, cleared out. Forsberg. McLaren back, waiting for his teammates to clear. And picked up from behind by Kariya as he tried to dump it in. Bugner lets it go by. David Abisher drops it off. Bob Bugner back. Well, it's zip-zip. You were just watching the game and didn't know the score.
Barely zip-zip.
You'd think the Sharks are up at least 2 or 3 to nothing in this game. The way it has gone, 8-1 the shots in their favor. And a penalty coming, and it's on San Jose, and there's the whistle. High note got decked on the far side. And the first power play will go to the Avs.
And it will have to be a good one to get called because Bill McCrary and Rob Schick are the 2 veteran refs here. And they really want to allow the players to battle this thing out and get it done themselves. Both of them had their arms up for this call here on Chichu. Teemu Selanne had it called too. He was standing on the bench looking over saying, come on, you got to call it. Well, here we go. We'll see if Colorado can get their power play going because it has gone to sleep since game 1.
They've not scored on their last 17 chances. Chichu boarding 12:31. Their power play 2 for 21 in this series and 0 for the last 17. San Jose Sharks penalty killers in the playoff year, 93% effective compared to 85% during the regular season. They have done a magnificent job killing off penalties. Hannon's attempted clear. Konowalchuk blocked it on the far side. Steve Konowalchuk's got 4 power play goals. He is the leader in this year's playoffs in power play goals scored. Short-handed. Back it around the net. They didn't knock him off the puck.
How do you do that when you've got a power play, allow a penalty killer to carry all the way to behind your net? And the Avs are simply not in this game yet.
And didn't knock him down. Lyles, what a chance! That was off the inside of the pad. That was off the inside of the pad. 2 chances. Nabokov covers.
They just about got in the game there. J.M. Lyles. Well, I'll tell you what. Talk about a composed rookie. Look at this. Wheeling and dealing all the way up the ice. This guy is a picture of poise. He found a seam, stick-handled his way through, had to kick it up from his skate, and Yevgeny Nabokov had this one get through his pads. Not many shots will get under or through Yevgeny Nabokov. He's got a 5-hole that just is there and then is taken away immediately. But Lyles came that close to getting the Avs on the board.
Sakic, another face-off win. He has been magnificent on the draws in this series and the playoffs. Takes a shot, blocked. That'll be sent by Brad Stewart out of the zone. And the power play continues with 56 seconds left to go on it. Sakic's won 56% of the draws this playoff year. He dumps it into the corner. Milan Hajduk, Paul Kariya, Joe Sakic, Peter Forsberg, and Adam Foote on the power play. Center. Got poke checked away near side. Forsberg was trying to set it up. Forsberg dish. Kariya shot. High to the near side. Sakic moves up. Sakic blocked the attempt to clear and held it in off Domfus. Forsberg. Kariya! He got leveled. Goes in behind the net. He got done pretty hard by Stewart, and it's cleared.
He got taken out hard, but it was clean. Paul Kariya fanned on one. He had his first full practice yesterday in a month. No doubt his timing isn't quite back.
Back on the power play unit right away. Nikolajin comes out now. 10 left on the advantage. Sakic stays out. Now heads in. He will have that one cleared out, but it came in on the offside. 7 seconds to go in the Colorado advantage.
Joe Sakic started the power play at center. When the second group came out, he moved back onto the point and spent the entire power play on the ice. That's Paul Kariya's second chance. He actually fanned on both of them. He fanned on a one-time attempt earlier. Won't take Paul Kariya long to get back, but really, when you get filed back into a game like this, after missing a month, I don't care what your name is, it's going to take you a few shifts until you feel normal.
No room for mistakes. They do not convert. One shot on the power play. Colorado 0 for their last 18. Now being outshot 9-2 in the game. Nikolajin, nifty pass near Spies. Spanos will move it in. He had Primo on him from behind. Nabokov back to get it. It remains 0-0 here in this first period. 5 minutes to go in it. That one was wristed by Nikolajin high. Cleared back up near side point. Bannon held it in. Poked it up the wall and dumped out of there by Chichu. High note was back to cover on D. Hannon's going to play that into the middle. Colorado is in a line change. Just got people out there. Ricci looking for help. Leaves it in the corner. Chichu shot. Trying to get down loose. Blocked. Back to Rafji. Rafji will send it into the corner. Cycling down low. Damphus intercepted. Cleared up by Barnaby and out of the zone. Pinned up. Darby Hendrickson tried to fly by. Couldn't get there. And an interference call's coming.
Well, when we come back, we'll hear from Joe Sakic, and he'll tell us why the Avs seem to be a better team with their backs to the wall.
Introducing the only minivan with 2 rows of fold-in floor seats. The all-new 2005 Grand Caravan with exclusive stow-and-go seating and storage.
Honey, you coming?
The lowest priced minivan in America, starting under $19,000.
Hey, Bob Odenkirk here. I'm hosting a show called Midnight Snack. It's going to be Fridays at midnight on Sundance Channel. A bunch of really cool films. Some of them are foreign films. Some of them are rock films. Some of them are action kung fu. Really cool movies that you should have seen already.
Sundance Channel presents Midnight Snack every Friday at midnight.
Tune into Sundance Channel on Insight Digital for Midnight Snack. We only got 12 days to
to sell 300 cars. Do we qualify? With over 1,000 vehicles in stock, you bet we do. And you qualify for front row savings. Up to 10 grand or financing as low as 0 APR on Toyota, Honda, Jeep, Lincoln, Mercury, Subaru, Mitsubishi, Hyundai, Kia, Suzuki, and Saturn.
There's only one, Bob Rohrman.
The Bob Rohrman Auto Group, Sagamore Parkway, Teal Road, Christie Lane, 231 South, Lafayette.
Why are the Avs a better team with their backs to the wall? Here's Joe Sakic with his explanation.
Fear. I mean, you don't want to go home yet. So that's about it. You know, we've always, for some reason, played better with when we have that fear and backs against the wall. And you know, hopefully, I mean, can't worry about anything that's happened in the past. Hopefully, that's going to continue tonight.
Well, he's made it happen. Last 2 games, he's the one. He's been scoring the goals, and another chance here. Rathje, the interference called, 15-26. High stick called.
Penalty here.
There's a penalty, and it's going to be on the Avs, so they get 7 seconds.
Steve Konowalchuk.
7 seconds worth of power play, and it's over.
Oh, he got the stick up right into Scott Hannon's face, didn't he?
Take care of that.
Yep.
A very costly penalty right there. Now we'll skate 4-on-4 for a long time. That power play went nowhere. Face-off will come in the Colorado zone with Konowalchuk out of there at 15:33 on the high sticking call. Game 5, the last game, San Jose outshot Colorado 11-2 in the first period. They're out shooting him here at 9-2. But again, nothing on the board. Korolyuk taken down as a stick that caught in his skate. 4-on-4. Sharks bringing their D down low as they drop McLaren into the corner. He centers all the way to the blue and didn't have anybody there.
McLaren not only pinched in, he went all the way to the corner to work on the cycle. I mean, that's real aggressive by the Sharks.
They are after the goals that have come so hard in this series, especially as the series has moved along. Back on top, Stewart brings it in. Defenseman shot. Abisher had her knocked that one away. Joe Sakic out there. Clears. Ooh, did he get hit by Kyle McLaren?
McLaren made no attempt to play the puck, and he went for the hip.
Stewart brings it back in near side. Brad Stewart dumped it into the corner, tied up by Strasnich. Patrick Marleau, their leading scorer, roughed up by Foot. Poke checked away by Foot. Marleau got it back. Cannon trying to set a pick for him. Sticks get up. Sakic's got it.
Adam Foot doesn't contain, does he?
No.
He eliminates.
Just takes you right out of the game. Here's Joe Sakic coming. Sakic up. Tanguay with him. Sakic open. Tanguay pass to him. Blocked. Good play. Got deflected by Jason Marshall. Moved up. Milan Hajduk rather moving in. Off the near side. It'll be played back. Wide open Marshall. Got it into the middle. Dom Foose behind the net. Centered it. Trying to get it off Abisher going the other way. Forsberg, though, was there to intercept. Peter Forsberg. Dom Foose stays on him. Still 4-on-4. It'll be a very short 7-second power play for the Sharks, barring any other calls. Ekman up on the forecheck. Move back through center. Strasnich looking near side. Sauer to the red. That'll be dumped around. Nabokov shuts it down. Hannon back to get it. Hannon near side for Ekman. Ekman had it stolen by Forsberg on a poke check. Hannon again will dump it back, and Vannanen will play it. Vannanen sends it in. Power play now for 7 seconds for the Sharks.
Peter Forsberg had no stick there, Gary. He actually got a hit in and made a play with the skate. Made a pass.
Knocked down at center. Good play by Chichu into the zone. Shot Primo. Abisher a save as the short power play ends. And we remain scoreless. Want to remind you, tomorrow ESPN and ESPN2 will bring you Wednesday Night Baseball, a doubleheader at 7 Eastern ESPN. Maglio Ordonez and the White Sox take on Miguel Tejada and the Orioles. Some of you will see the Red Sox Indians at 10 Eastern, ESPN2. Rodriguez and the Yankees and the Oakland A's. That's all coming up tomorrow. Primo's played a big first period. He's got 1 goal. Played in every of the playoff games for the San Jose Sharks so far. One back by Ricci off the draw. In front, Ricci tried to redirect through the paint. And it'll be just cleared out of the zone. Boy, the Sharks have had their chances in this first period. But they've not been able to get it on.
Their big challenge will be the second period because they change the way they play most of the time when they don't get anything in the first period. They start turning into individuals. They stop dumping, chasing. They really get off their game plan.
Yep. Still trying to get one here in the first with 2:01 to go.
Here's what happened on the faceoff. Mike Ricci facing off against Darby Hendrickson. Mike Ricci with a nice little step into the corner before he threw it through the paint. I think it kind of surprised Mike Ricci. He didn't have his stick on the ice yet.
Both teams will change it up with the face-off coming at center. You see he is the second in team history. Playoff goals. He is one of the veterans. Won a cup here in Colorado in '96, Mike Ricci did, with the Avs. Off the near side, scratched it. And got held in Marlowe off the side of the net and the paddle. Bounced up in the air to the far side. Had a foot over there. Trying to find it in the pile. It rolls in on Abisher, and he'll cover. Got a little bit of everything around David Abisher so far in this first period.
Steve Konowalchuk tried to clear the puck, get it out of harm's way, and it got worse before it got better. He banked it off the glass, and it bounced right back. Here it is right here. Bounced it off the glass. Whoop, where is it? Fair catch called. No catch made. Finally, David Abisher had it just roll slowly out to him.
Bad enough when the opposing team tries to hit it off your back off the glass. That one will be dumped in wide of the net. Paul Kariya skating hard right there. Kyle McLaren was on him. McLaren comes away with a puck. Good play by McLaren. Mitrakos moved it out of there. Don Fuster sent it into the corner. Scratches will come back to get it. Scratches, fifth-year man, NHL, first playoff opportunity. Nicolation, and it bounced away by Curtis Brown, who sends it in. David Abisher wants to play this up the wall. Brown let it go to Hannon. Hannon dumps it back into the corner. 1:06 left to go. Sauer moving in with his skates. Can't get it out of the zone, though. 1 minute to go. Ramsey a chance. Blocked. Hannon offside. He had to reach outside the line to get to that one. Want to remind you, our Southwest Airlines intermission report is coming. John and Barry will be along. Highlights Flyers-Leafs game. They're underway, obviously. A look back. The Red Wings season is over, and an update on the Mike Danton situation, all coming up.
That block on the Rathke shot was made by this young player, Marek Spatos. He's going to be around the NHL for a long time.
Only 21 years old.
He's going to score a bunch of goals. He is that skilled. But here he was just giving it up for the team. Mike Rathke wanted to quickly get the puck in front because he had a screen. Spatos went down, got it off the skate.
He had injuries all season, 4 regular season games with Spatos. Another fine play. Brown put it right through the top. Brown waiting back in the corner. Henning got it back to him. Blocked. Vanneman. Brown chipped it away along the wall. Big battle there. Sauer couldn't move it out of the zone. Hannon a chance. Deflected. Carl-Luc rebound went over his stick. David Abisher had to do a dance on that one. Almost for Sakic on the breakout. Back for Sakic in the corner. Can't get to it. Cleared up Rathke and out of the zone. And back to get it is Adam Foote with 17 seconds left to go in the period. Scratchtich has it. Grattan cleared it ahead. The shots are 12-2 in this period in favor of San Jose. Darby Hendrickson almost had that steal, couldn't get it. And this period is going to end. Zip, zip. As David Abisher gets the chance because he had to make 12 saves in the first period. After one, Game 6, the Avs and the Sharks, no score. The Sharks a flurry and a grouping of opportunities, but nothing on the board.
There's only one name that boasts the brute strength of 600 foot-pounds of class-dominating torque. One brand with the fastest production pickup on Earth with a 500 horsepower engine. One truck with the legendary Hemi that out-hauls, out-tows, and outperforms the competition. Dodge Ram. The one truck with the speed, strength, and power to put all the other trucks in their place. 0% financing or $3,500 in combined cash allowances plus a great warranty gets you the best values in America.
Winning the NASCAR championship is about outlasting the other guy. That's why I use new Red Zone Invisible Solid. It's the longest lasting Invisible Solid from Old Spice. So you smell great all day. And if you don't think the scent lasts longer, Old Spice will buy you a stick of something else. Hey, you can't always shower right after the race. Unless, of course, you win.
New Red Zone Invisible Solid in 4 long-lasting scents. Stay in the zone.
flamethrower burger at Dairy Queen with crispy jalapeno bacon and Tabasco-flavored mayo. Do one carefully and DQ something different. And cool down with a delicious chocolate French silk pie blizzard treat.
When the traveler in the dark thanks you for your tightest bar, how could he see where to go if you did not twinkle so? Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.
How did we get the natural fiber of Metamucil powder into convenient capsules? Let's just say it wasn't easy. All the benefits of Metamucil in capsules. Get regular, stay regular. The convenient way.
Let's get it started.
The showdown in Motown continues. Jersey-Detroit Game 2 is on. In Game 1, Big Ben led a dominating defense. While Tayshaun Prince provided an offensive spark as the Pistons shut down the Knicks. Now, Kmart Kid and the defending Eastern champions look to fight back and even up the series. Throw it down, Kmart. Nets Pistons Game 2, Friday at 7 on ESPN. Welcome to the Southwest Airlines Intermission Report.
And it is scoreless after one period of play. John Saunders, Barry Melrose here with you in the studio. The Sharks trying to put away the Avalanche, something they haven't been able to do the last couple of games. But no question in the first period who the better team was.
Well, the Sharks came out. They looked like the team that wanted to finish this off. For some reason, Colorado, being back in their own building, didn't have that hunger they had when they played in San Jose. That's got to change in the second period. But that's why he paid the goalie lots of money. Abisher played great. He's outplayed in the box off the last 3 games. If he does it again, it looks like a Game 7.
A little talk with Patrick Waugh must be working out.
Patrick probably gave him a call, yeah.
That's right. The Leafs against the Flyers. Toronto just trying to stay alive and do what every other game has happened in this series, and that is win at home. Robert Esch, flu-like symptoms, or concussion, whatever you want to call it. Nieuwendyk between the legs, can't get it to go, and Esch comes up with the save. Again.
I don't know what he's got, John, but he's certainly making the Toronto Maple Leafs sick. I know that. Great shot there. Rebounds are kicked out. He kicked a couple out in the slot, but he's making the return save.
And it would be the Flyers to score first. Somek comes out of the corner.
Terrible coverage down low. That was about the 4th or 5th shot Philly had. They finally put it in. Defense in front of Eddie Belfour has not been good tonight. Now watch Roenick here. Roenick's having a great game. Amani goes to the post. 3 chances to score in that situation. 4 Toronto Maple Leafs back. Count them, all those blue sweaters converging on Roenick and Amani. No one gets the job done. Puck goes through Eddie Belfour's legs into the net.
And for JR, that's the 50th career postseason goal, and his first, though, of this series. The Flyers have scored first in 10 of the 11 games. This is the Philadelphia team that you thought you would see after they got up 2 games to nothing. They finally get a team that's going to win on the road, it looks like.
Well, Toronto's had a couple of injuries. Clee couldn't play tonight. Ronnie Francis with a healthy scratch. So they're a little bit different lineup than usual. But Philadelphia, if Keith Primo can play another game like he did Game 5, that team's unstoppable. They're bigger than Toronto. They're fresher than Toronto. And it looks like they're a little hungrier than Toronto right now, too. And Esch is matching Belfour. That's something we didn't know would happen.
If Primo plays that way, Barry Mel,
Conn Smythe, man.
They may be on their way to yet another Stanley Cup. All right, stick around. When we come back, we'll take you back to last night and Martin Jelena, who finished off in the extra session.
This intermission report brought to you by Southwest Airlines, the official airline of the National Hockey League. Southwest Airlines, a symbol of freedom.
Remember how great the last day of school was? That's what getting away on a Southwest Airlines fun fare feels like. These low fares to your favorite vacation spots are available any day of the week and start at just $49.
You are now free to move about the country.
Check it out.
Skaters.
Whatever.
Man, in a perfect world, you can skate wherever you want.
Yeah.
And Tony Hawk would be there. And he'd be this milkman, and he'd give us all the Hershey's milkshakes we could drink.
That'd be perfect.
No. It'd be perfect if everybody had a mohawk. Hershey's Milkshake. Shake reality.
Y'all, we're Blackalicious.
Yahoo.
Yahoo.
I use Yahoo Search to find other Republican Party animals to party with.
Hip-hop is a way to express yourself.
That's what it's all about. Partying,
Rapping,
Republicans,
DJing.
money.
I think the thing that's really cool about Yahoo Launch is that it makes music accessible.
And I'm taking my time to perfect the beat, and I still got love for the street.
Music engine, search engine, life engine.
Yahoo!
Excuse me. Hi, can I see that laptop?
Sure. You can access the internet all around your house. It's wireless networking.
Did you say wireless?
I'm free, not just a puppet on a string, no ties up anything.
Find your freedom. Have us install a wireless network in your home. Thousands of possibilities. Get yours. Best Buy.
This is the Southwest Airlines Intermission Report.
Last night, Calgary and Detroit played into an extra session, and Mark Angelina, who seems to become Mr. Overtime, wins the game.
Again, to the left circle. Again, left shot. Joseph save. Rebound. He scores! Yeah, baby! Yeah, baby! Mark Angelina scores! The Flames win it! 1-0!
Think those were the Calgary announcers?
Yeah, I think they might have been. It certainly weren't ours. Steve Eiserman, you see the age, Brett Hall, Brendan Shanahan. What are we trying to say here, quite basically?
Well, they're an old team. They're a high-paid team. I really think this team is past its prime. I think you've got a bunch of older guys that had success in their life, but I don't really think they were willing to pay the price again. I think they would have took this series and took the Stanley Cup if they didn't have to work. They're a team very talented, certainly more talented than whoever they play against, but that's not the way hockey's played anymore. You have to get in the trenches. You have to win the physical battle. Calgary is a team that dares you, outwork them night in and night out. Detroit outworked them one game, Game 4. One game they're embarrassed. It could have been 3-1 Calgary. They matched Calgary's effort that night and won the game, but other than that, they weren't willing to do it. And we saw flashes against Nashville, too, where they weren't willing to outwork Nashville.
Tied with Dallas for the oldest team in the National Hockey League for this year.
Changes are coming.
Yes, they are. Big time. We'll get back in a moment.
I don't think this on-demand thing is for us. Why not? It's for the big guys.
We're big.
What's big? What's big? Biggest people in 6 countries, biggest suppliers in 12 states, biggest an office in Guam. That is big. Yeah, we have big guy issues. Integration, outsourcing, on-demand issues.
So you're saying this on-demand thing
Is for us. Even though we're not that big.
yet?
Act like a big guy, pay like a little guy.
What?
I get headaches a lot. Some weeks it's like I get one every day. It was so frustrating. I used to take anything in reach. I knew some medicines caused stomach problems, but my stomach felt fine. And then I found out, even if you don't feel it, aspirin can be damaging to your stomach. So maybe there's some problems going on that you don't even feel. I'm not okay with that.
The pure pain relief of Tylenol works fast on your headaches and is safer on your stomach.
Can't sleep unless you're caught up on the entire day in sports.
The man is still a menace at the plate.
At 11 Sports Center.
This news just went down in the last 40 minutes.
Then Outside the Lines Nightly with Bob Lee.
There was drama and theater today. The topic, steroids and drug testing.
Followed by Baseball Tonight.
Why not just use your bullpen?
Now featuring John Kruk.
I have an opinion on everything, and sometimes you're not going to like it.
The entire day in sports. Weeknights starting at 11 Eastern on ESPN.
Menards is your headquarters for maintenance-free products. Crestline single-hung vinyl windows feature energy-saving insulated glass and a bottom sash that tilts for easy cleaning. On sale starting at $59.99. Save on Plastival lifetime warranty PVC fencing. Classic 3-foot-high Cape Cod picket panels are $29.99 each. 5-foot Olympic pickets or majestic panels with the look of wrought iron are $39.99. Get maintenance-free savings from Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
With Shop Lafayette, you can take new customers into your store every day. You'll have 2 full minutes to demonstrate your product and show everyone what makes your business unique and special.
Just call me, Dana Sizemore, and you'll be on your way to showcasing your business on Shop Lafayette.
Get your business on the air on Shop Lafayette at least 5 times a day, 7 days a week, only on Inside Cable Channel 16.
Welcome back to the Southwest Airlines Intermission Report. John Saunders, Barry Melrose. In Philadelphia, should they collapse in the third period against Toronto, and there's about 13 minutes left in that game, this would be a Game 7, and we possibly would have one also with the Avalanche and the Sharks.
They look very solid. I do not see a collapse coming, John Saunders.
No, I don't. But the Avalanche, as far as the Sharks, they need to find a way to score. No goals. Thus far, in the last 4 games, when they had a chance to eliminate Colorado, they've scored 2 goals in those 4 games. Scoreless.
This intermission report brought to you by Southwest Airlines, the official airline of the National Hockey League. Southwest Airlines, a symbol of freedom.
Moving in on 2 hours sleep, that's a headache. The moment of choice, Tylenol or Advil for fast headache relief. Advil liquid gels work faster, stronger, better than Tylenol on tough headaches.
Hey, guys. Hey.
Thank you, Advil. Advance to Advil Relief.
In a perfect world, you could skate anywhere you want, man. Tony Hawk would be just like Milkman, and he'd give us all the Hershey's milkshakes we could drink.
That'd be perfect.
No, not really. It'd be perfect if everybody had a Mohawk Hershey's milkshake. Shake reality.
Ugh. Stop using messy athlete's foot cream. Try Gold Bond Foot Swabs, the maximum strength medicine you can trust. Snap to release the only medicine proven to cure and prevent most athletes' foot.
With no mess.
Gold Bond Foot Swabs, the no mess, no touch cure.
My business is just like any other. I have a company car I need to keep running, a workspace I need to equip, and a product I need to assemble week after week. I like them. Well, I'm not saying that every small business sees its name on TV, but if they have expenses like mine, their names probably appear on the same screen.
With Open, the Small Business Network, David Collins has the tools to make big things happen. You can too, when you have an American Express business card.
Take me fishing, because our boat's cooler than any video game.
Take me fishing and make me feel 16 again.
Take me fishing because I miss my boy.
To learn more about boating and fishing, visit waterworkswonders.org. For the best protection against water damage, one name says it all. Thompson's Water Seal, waterproofer plus wood protector for the highest level of water protection guaranteed. Thompson's Water Seal and Thompson's Water Seal Advanced, the most powerful protection against water damage.
Energizer E-Squared Lithium, the 1AA battery that lasts up to 7 times longer in digital cameras. Do you have the bunny inside?
The new flamethrower burger at Dairy Queen with crispy jalapeno bacon and Tabasco flavored mayo. Do one carefully and DQ something different. And cool down with a delicious chocolate French silk pie blizzard treat.
Hi, everybody. I'm Trey Wingo, and I'm excited to tell you about the ESPN Play Your Way program. Games to play, places to play, stuff to play with. For more information, visit teamespn.com and help kids get active.
The Stanley Cup Playoffs on ESPN, presented by Nextel, brought to you by Bud Light, the proud sponsor of the NHL. Fresh, smooth, real, Bud Light, it's all here. New V for Men Thickening Shampoo by L'Oreal Paris, because you're worth it. And Rubbermaid, how life gets organized.
Welcome back, everybody. San Jose Sharks, fewest goals on the road among the remaining playoff teams. The Avs, fewest goals given up at home. And it shows. Zip, zip.
San Jose owned the first period in every department except on the scoreboard. Now Ron Wilson's challenge, and we talked to him about it this morning, getting his guys to play the same way in the second period. They typically drop off when they don't have anything to show for their big first period effort. In Game 5, they outshot Colorado 11-2 in the first period. Here tonight, 12-2. At least in Game 5, San Jose had a 1-0 lead. They weren't able to hold that. They don't even have a lead here. Let's see what happens.
Keep in mind, it's an opportunity for San Jose to wrap up this series with a win, and for the Avalanche to send it to a Game 7. That's what they're after. And for San Jose, they do not want to go with that coin flip Game 7. That'll be touched up for the icing call. We are underway here in the second period. And face-offs reverse themselves, Bill, in this game.
No question. Mike Ricci went 6-0 on the draws in the first period. San Jose has been the inferior team in face-offs in this series by an average of 11 per game. In the first period, they won 16. They lost 11. That's what I said. Every department, every category favored San Jose except the scoreboard.
And there's Ricci winning another one. Attempted clears, deflected wide. Ricci in front, deflected that shot from the blue line. Cleared up, but not out again. And finally, the Avalanche able to move it. They've got a 3-on-2 opportunity. Chris Gratton cutting to the net. The shot and a save made. Now Barkov knocked it away. Matthew Barnaby the chance.
Good play by Brad Stewart, the defenseman. He took both passing options away from Gratton and forced him to shoot.
Chichu tried to center that for Primo. Forsberg on the far side. Leaves it Chris Gratton. Gratton out there with Hayduk and Forsberg. Peter Forsberg, the dot, the shot. Deflected again on a save up off the top of the glass. Cleared around by McCauley, and it'll be held in again by Forsberg. Forsberg has turned the Jets on here to start this period. Primo gets it, and Primo clears it out. Only Lyles and Spatos had shots for the Avs in that first period.
Two rookies. The only rookies they have.
They've already equaled their shot output here in the second.
There was the play on the 3-on-1, and Brad Stewart stayed right in the middle. Finally, he turned in case there was a pass through the paint. Took all the options away. Peter Forsberg now has started to shoot, and he is a different animal once he starts to shoot. He's a predictable athlete most of the time. If you're defending him, you know he wants to dish, he wants to pass. When he starts to shoot, he becomes double trouble.
This time the faceoff comes back to the point. Shot by foot wide, and that got through everybody. Off the faceoff win. Petrakos cleared it out. Moved up by Marlowe. Marlowe, Damphus. Damphus looking back into the middle. Finds the D. Rafty. Poke checked away Konowalchuk. Centering pass. Deflected in the air. Shot. Damphus has scored. 1-0 Sharks.
Whew. Just like that, when the Avs looked like they were going to turn this period around, what does San Jose do? They're surprising everybody. This is the period they let down. They've come out here and taken the lead. Vincent Damphus, now still the only Shark that has scored in the last 3 games. Oh, he found daylight somehow, either under Abisher's arm. I think, watch under Abisher's right arm. He left the rebound out there. Yep, he couldn't squeeze it off between the right arm and the body. And Vincent Damphus has given the Sharks a 1-0 lead.
What a playoff year for the veteran Damphus, who is playing in his 134th playoff game. He's now over 100 points in his playoff career with that goal. Stewart shot saved. Korolek trying to kick it in. Rebound back into the middle. Ooh, stick to the face. Penalty coming. And there's the whistle as Ekman is down on the ice. Let's check in with John Saunders. John?
Well, guys, on this Bud Light update, Toronto just trying to stay alive and get to a Game 7 down 2-0. Pilash with the shot, and it's now a 2-1 game. Under 10 left in the third period.
2-minute high sticky penalty call on Colorado, number 11.
John will keep us posted on what's going on in that game. Here, a high sticking call.
Watch Ekman here try to dance to the net. Andre Nikolic got the lumber up right into his face. Rob Schick was in the corner and saw it all.
So the power play chance for the Sharks. They're 24th of this series. They have scored 5 power play goals. Whistle on the draw. Nicolation out of there at 1:56. It is the second power play officially of the game. The other one, though, only lasted for 7 seconds. So this is their 25th power play officially. You see what happens when teams score first. This year, has that ever mattered? Amazing. 50-17 advantage of the team scoring first in the playoffs this year. Power play chance deflected wide of the net. Rebound got blocked. Vananen shot. Abisher trying to find it. It's underneath that pile. No signal of a goal, and they get a whistle.
Oh, man. Patrick Marleau had David Abisher on the wrong side of the net. He had really a sharp angle, but he had a chance. And I don't know, David Abisher really dug in on this one because it looked like he only had his left leg, his left pad over there. There's Marleau's chance. Look at Abisher. He's on the wrong side of the net. Finally, the puck there. Oh, look at David Abisher digging in. I don't think it crossed the line. Oh, that is some great strength by David Abisher to keep the puck out because Chichu had both hands on his stick and was just jamming.
That close. Power play underway here for the Sharks. They've got the 1-0 lead. As they get the goal from Danfus, he picks up his 5th goal of this series in the playoffs. Dimitrakos got the assists on it. Cleared back out the center. Dimitrakos now with 9 points. He's leading all rookies in the playoffs in scoring. Marleau out there on the power play. Chichu, Danfus. Marleau gets set up in the slot. He and Adam Foote will battle down low. Near side, Brad Stewart shot through everybody. Marleau couldn't knock it down. Danfus pushes back up on top. Dimitrakos playing one of the points. Short-handed cleared out of there by Connor Walchuk. 55 left on this power play. During the regular season, San Jose ranked 14th on the power play. This is a big chance to get a 2-0 lead. Korolyuk dropped it. Didn't have anybody there. Ball Kariya, short-handed. Ian Sakic bring it up. Picked up. Good stick play made by Chichu to steal that puck. Back Korolyuk with it. Korolyuk will send that one into the corner. Abisher reached, didn't get it. Bannon and Primo. Collision. Around the near side and out of there. Coming up to try and affect the line change. Played by Nabokov to Hannon. To Korolyuk, who's open. He shot glove by David Abisher. Let's check in down at ice level with Dave Ryan.
All right, Gary, thanks so much. I spoke with the game's lone goal scorer, Sharks centerman Vinny Danfus, after the first period and asked him, is your team frustrated? You've outshot Colorado 12-2 in the first period. He said, absolutely not. We're carrying play. We have the pressure on them and David Abisher that we want. Was the team handling the pressure, trying to close out the Avs for a third straight game? Well, he said, we love the pressure. About 10 minutes later, he scored this goal. He's got 3 goals in a row now for the Sharks.
Off the face-off, Rathje with it at a point. 10 seconds left to go in the power play. Deflected wide of Abisher. He's having trouble finding that one through a lot of traffic. Dodge working on the power play. Near side, Rathje again. Shot that one through everybody wide. Nicolasian's onside. Nicolasian just out of the box. That's Nicolasian with a puck. Trying to turn it to the middle. Can't. Rathje will move it out of the zone. Mark Smith. So Danfus has scored the last 3 for the Sharks. Sakic has scored the last 3 for Colorado in this series.
My kingdom for an additional scorer.
We want depth, say the coaches.
Well, I'll tell you.
Sharks trying to move to the conference finals against Calgary. Bouncing puck held onto on the dump-in by Nabokov.
Yevgeny Nabokov has only had to fight the chills in this game. Hasn't had to fight many pucks. And strangely enough, one of those 2 shots had a chance to go in. John Michael Lyles actually caromed one between his pads in the first period. Colorado could have ended up with a 1-0 lead.
There's Lyles again. It goes behind him, and he reaches for it and covers. Stewart went back there to poke the puck out of the paint. Nabokov found it before he had to. Lyles again with a chance.
Peter Forsberg on a face-off, and Lyles right up at the top of the circle to shoot. Teemu Selanne was trying to get to the front of the net for the screen. Teemu Selanne was early in the series. That might have been called goalie interference too. But Teemu Selanne was very vocal about making sure that they took away sight lines for Nabokov.
Teemu Selanne gets that. Shot on Nabokov. Forsberg won that draw as the Avs start to win the faceoff. Spanos held it in. Solani goes to the front. Forsberg, great pass and a better save. Nabokov on a tremendous setup. Forsberg scratched it. That one deflected off Forsberg in front. Adam Foote trying to dump it. Gets it back. Foote sends it in behind the net. Look at the battle in front and a whistle, and they're both going to go.
Scott Hannon and Peter Forsberg, they have gone nose-to-nose a lot. Ronnie Wilson hasn't exclusively matched Hannon against Forsberg, especially here on the road. He doesn't want to disrupt his bench. But when they have been out there, it's been this kind of battle, nose-to-nose. Look at this play. Just like the play that ended it in overtime the last game with Joe Sakic scoring. Peter Forsberg dishing out to the side that he was vacating, and Teemu Solani got great wood on it, but also found Nabokov's pads.
Looking for his first goal of the playoffs. He's got 3 assists.
He's really played hard, and he's really played well the last 3 games. He was benched in game 2, was a healthy scratch, and has really played hard since.
Matching minors, Hannon, Forsberg, 4-on-4 for the second time in the game. The goal at 1:34 this period. Damphus picked it up. An even strength goal. Now Forsberg and Hannon out of there at 4:56 on the rough. Elon Hayduk, they want to call. Don't get it. Worse than that. 2-on-1. Here they come. Marleau and Stewart. Marleau shot. Save. Rebound. Deflected away. And Abisher gave a little love tap as Marleau skated away. Back they come. Damphus in. 4-on-4. Damphus. That was a real odd man rush. 2-on-1. Marleau and Stewart were the two who brought it up. Marleau, the spinning move to keep the puck in the corner. He steals it back from Foote. Wow. What a play by Foote to reach in, not get a penalty, and still get the puck. Stewart's in the middle, wide open. Takes it. Shot. Abisher knocked it away. Abisher goes down on the ice as though he had his skates taken out from under him.
He could have got called for a dive there.
Don't think anybody got him. Hayduk to Sakic. Sakic poke checked away at center by Primo. Primo trying to run it up ice. Primo, Abisher has to come out to play it. He came all the way to the top of the circle. Joe Sakic left it. Kariya shot wide. May have gone off Rafty's stick. Kariya had it, lost it. Poked away by McLaren. Moved back for Primo, who can't get it. Avs clear the zone. Kariya's going to pay a price, and he did. Taken by Primo into the wall. Bannon cleared it up. Poke checked away by Rafty. Played by Chichu. Over the blue. Chichu fakes. Chichu takes, and he blocks. 4-on-4 for another 37 seconds. Sharks were changing it up. Into the zone, Lyles. Shot, save. He's the one testing Nabokov right now. Lyles backs, Models with it at the top. Makes a move. Boy, they say he's got hands, and you just saw him. Man, can he handle a puck. All of his teammates, Bill, were telling us the other day about the great hands the youngster has.
They just marvel. I mean, he's magical. Give him a chance. That's why I said he's going to score a ton of goals in this league.
Makes moves like that. Here comes Curtis Brown up ice. 7 on the 4-on-4, and that's going to be offside. It is 1-0 San Jose.
Very nice.
Like all light beers, it's low in carbs. Unlike any other light beer, it's got the great taste of Bud Light. What we have here is a failure to compromise. Fresh, smooth, real. It's all here.
This is my Subway salad, the new Atkins-friendly grilled chicken and baby spinach salad. Made fresh in front of me with chicken, garlic, almonds, all in a bed of baby spinach. And saying baby spinach is my new Lucky Charm, baby spinach. Oh, garlic almonds? Garlic almonds. My Subway salad, all the Subway fresh salad. It's what I eat when I want to eat fresh.
If these walls could talk, they'd say use the straight line laser level. Just level, set, fire, and get everything laser straight. Laser level, part of the straight line laser tool family.
Now, I don't want to scare anyone, but with thinning hair, you could end up looking like this. It's not a good thing.
Get new V for Men thickening shampoo for up to 50% thicker looking hair for better scalp coverage. New V for Men by L'Oreal Paris.
Welcome back, everybody. Gary Thorne, Bill Clement, and for the Sharks, a chance to move on to a conference final with a win.
Yeah, and they're showing signs that they're ready to play the second period. Their problem is this now. Because they didn't get anything in the first period, I know they've got a 1-0 lead. Colorado is showing signs of life here. This thing is going to be a tremendous Game 6 before it's all over.
Peter Forsberg, Paul Kariya, Sakic. I mean, you've got guys out there where the tougher it gets, the harder they play. You see the shots that have gone here in this series, 19-9 right now in favor of the Sharks. It'll be moved into the middle. 5-on-5 hockey again. Stratos moves it in. Open shot hit the outside of the net. Joe Sakic. Sakic, Forsberg. Stratos on this line, and Sakic that close. They've had a couple of chances. Sakic's in the middle. Forsberg trying to find point man Bob Bugner. He's got to play it back out at center. Bugner's ice time is picked up here in this game, and as the series has moved along without Blake available, backed in on David Abisher. Now Bugner will drop it off far side. Vananen. Bugner. Joe Sakic's line stays out there. Sakic's been on a couple of lines in this game. Hannon blocked that off the wall for Hannon. They'll have to wait. They'll start out of their own end. The Avs fans with the chant dumped in. They'll change it up. And that'll be whistled on the offside.
Well, don't forget, if Toronto can force a Game 7 or if Colorado can force a Game 7, we'll have them both for you on Thursday night. 8 Eastern on ESPN. It will be the Flyers in Toronto, and guess what? Toronto is still alive in this series.
No.
The Sharks and the Avs, oh, you bet they are. The Sharks and the Avs, 10:30 Eastern, if there is a Game 7 on ESPN.
Face-off will be just inside the zone. There is nothing quite like playoff hockey. And the closer you get to must-win games, the better it gets. Strasdish put the hit on that, freed that puck up. Colorado Avalanche down here on home ice, where during the regular season, Colorado finished just 20th in the league. They were actually a better record team on the road than they were at home. Dampus left it in the middle. Shot got blocked into the corner. Dimitrakos went back to try and get it. Foot was there. High note. Dampus moves over on him. Back into the middle is the dump in wide. Blackhoff plays it all the way up to Marlowe. Tried to tip it. He didn't get it. And they've got to play it. Put him in touch. Lyles wanted to let it go, but they weren't going to give him the whistle. Lyles off retained with Solani. Solani saw the hit coming and turned the other way. Kariya there to play it. That'll be whistle. Let's check in with John.
For another Bud Light update, the Leafs trying to force that Game 7 you guys were just talking about. Mogilny gets the first shot off. Matt Sundin, the captain, comes in and beats Eck. It's tied at 2.
It's not an accident when somebody wears the C. It's not an accident. Shot on, save made by David Abisher. Dump back in on Abisher from the blue line, and he will hang on. And Abisher's been active here, and you bet, reminding San Jose to stay away.
You might want to leave that to the ref. He actually took a swat with his stick at Jonathan Chichu. And David Abisher deserves a lot of credit because in Game 1 he was pulled. Since then, what he's done is really reduce this series to the very smallest component in every game, and that is one shot at a time. Doesn't think about the overall, doesn't think about the outcome, doesn't think about the standings in the series. One shot at a time.
And he has made it work. One shot by Dampus by him so far in this game. Spatos, great hands, pulled that puck away and then got taken down. Curtis Brown will move it up. 3-on-2 for the moment. Brown into the zone. Brown shot, score! Deflected up and in! And a 2-0 lead for San Jose.
Boy, quick on the counterattack. Fans were screaming for a penalty. I don't think there should have been one. Look at Spatos, though. He picked Brad Stewart's pocket, and it just looked like he lost his footing. And away they came. The rookie Marcel Gottsch was in the middle. He did the smart thing. He drove the net. That left Curtis Brown to move to the middle, take the shot. This is really the fourth line for San Jose, and boy, did they score a bonus goal. Number 57 is only in about his fourth shift. There he is on the left. That is Marcel Gottsch. God, there he is. There is Gottsch. He made a great play just by driving the net.
And I think he
got the goal, and I got Curtis Brown. No kidding.
He deflected it.
How about it?
He did not play a game in the NHL regular season. He has played only 2 playoff games.
Had 5 minutes and 23 seconds of NHL experience before tonight, and that was in the elimination game with St. Louis, and he got an assist on the winner.
Ricci coming back into the middle. Backhand on Abisher just went wide as he got a piece of it. Good chance for Chichu. And the San Jose Sharks threatening to break this open. Again, intercepted by Chichu. Chichu trying to drop it off for Ricci into the corner. A 2-0 lead. The Sharks with a win will move on to the conference final against Calgary. Into the zone it comes to Sakic. Sakic looking. Can't find anybody in the middle. Leaves it back in behind the net. Peter Forsberg. Sakic teamed up together with Milan Hajduk. Big battle there. They're still down Hannon. And a penalty coming probably on Hannon. Hannon's going to go for holding Forsberg, and there's the whistle.
Gee, I thought Forsberg was getting the best of it. Said he had me in the headlock, and he was working me over. Well, whatever. We'll take a look at the goal when we come back. It has made it a 2-0 game.
ESPN the magazine on newsstands now.
Never tasted so big. Introducing TGI Fridays new shrimp flavors. 3 all-new dishes overflowing with flavor. Like orange peel shrimp with a sweet and tangy glaze. Sizzling shrimp in a zesty pepper and tomato sauce. And spicy Cajun shrimp and chicken pasta.
Time. Where do we stand? Less travel. More video conferences.
Limit the cell phone minutes.
That's not good enough. We're not leaving this room unless we can cut something else.
Can they really keep us here? What about all this stuff?
What stuff?
All this stuff. What does it cost to create all this? Time, effort, people.
How much?
It could be millions.
Millions.
Come on, come on.
We'll take another look at the goal that has made it 2-0. Curtis Brown took the shot, and the rookie, and I mean with a capital R, Marcel Gottsch, the kid from Germany, only 20 years old, scores his first NHL goal. Now in about 8 total minutes of playing time in the NHL, he's got 1 goal and 1 assist, both in the playoffs.
He is the all-time leader now in goals per game. Minutes played. Played around, it is a 2-0 lead for the San Jose Sharks. The official scores had originally credited Brown. They will change that when they look at the tape on the review. But now a power play and a big one for the Avalanche. Hannon went for holding at 10:01. Third power play for the Avs. Hajduk will take it into the corner. Milan Hajduk. Sakic. Konowalchuk. Power play. Over the foot. Misty goes to center. The Avs are 0 for their last 19 on the power play. This is their 24th chance in this series. They've scored 2 power play goals. Penalty killers of the Sharks have gotten it done. Adam Foote on the blue line. Lost it. Foote can't hold it in. Clear.
Boy, that's some good penalty kill right there, especially by Nils Ekman, who just dogged Joe Sakic when he crossed the blue line all the way into the corner.
Primo into the corner on Lyles. Taken away by Konowalchuk. 9 minutes to go. Second period. The San Jose Sharks looking to end this series. Moved hard by Lyles on the dump-in. Loose in the corner. Teemu Selanne took his man out, but Jason Marshall cleared the puck. David Abisher came back out to get it. Danfus up on the forecheck. Cleared away to Joe Sakic. Sakic's bounce pass right back to him off Marlowe. He had to go deep. Sakic, Selanne, fans urging them on here. Sakic into the zone of the dump-in. Forsberg is out there in the power play. Marlowe, hard wraparound. Paul Kariya knocked it down. Great play to move it. Chichu. Jonathan Chichu played the puck, the man, and the puck. Selanne drops it back. 17 left on the advantage. Moved on the near side to Peter Forsberg. In the middle, open shot, blocked. Right back to him. Forsberg. Kariya's open. Save made. Nabokov. And a 2-on-1 the other way, maybe. Ricci coming. Ricci looking far side. The move into the middle. A shot. Score! Jonathan Chichu! and it is 3-0 Sharks. An even strength goal at the end of the penalty.
What a move by Chichu. His favorite, the toe drag. Pull it to the middle and let it rip. But don't forget what happened at the other end first. Yevgeny Nabokov stoned Paul Kariya right from the hash marks. Nabokov was waiting for him. You can't beat him low. Then watch this. The fake, got the D-man down, the toe drag, shoots, he scores. Mike Ricci going through the paint, tried to avoid Abisher. Look at Ricci. He just wanted to make sure he didn't touch Abisher. And Jonathan Chichu makes it 3-zip San Jose.
And he went short side, Bill, where there was the least amount of room, but also where Abisher least expected him to go.
We know Jonathan Chichu has a flair for the dramatic. We talked about it in the first period. Gosh, in a Game 7 in junior, he actually scored 5 goals to send his team to the Memorial Cup when he was playing for Belleville in the Ontario League.
Promised him a win at that time and got it. The goal picked up by Chichu at 12:03. Ricci has the assist. 3 even-strength goals, all in the worst period for San Jose all year long.
They
The second period.
Well, I got to tell you, it's the first time in a long time they have come out and played exactly the same in the second period as they had in the first, and they hit pay dirt.
They listened to their coach.
And they killed penalties in the process, too. I mean, they had to kill a penalty first before they got this goal.
Chichu had 28 goals regular season, tied for the team lead, has made it a 3-0 game.
Watch this. I mean, this is a great fake. I mean, I was buying shots. Paul Kariya was back, and he's not a defenseman, but he still did. I don't think Paul Kariya played that very poorly. I mean, Jonathan Chichu would have undressed most defensemen in the NHL with that move.
And a quiet crowd now here in Denver with the San Jose Sharks exploding to a 3-0 lead, out shooting the Avalanche 24-11 now on the game. Scratched it. Now let's see what Tony Granato does here. Hendrickson hit that one on an offside. What will he do as far as lines are concerned now?
He's got to do what he started doing in the third period of Game 4, a game that we did here. They were down 3-0 in the series. He started patchworking, making a quilt, moving guys around, putting Sakic and Forsberg together now and again. First thing they got to do is something that they haven't been able to do yet in this game, stabilize defensively. The odd man rushes have killed them.
And even when the play's been in the zone, Bill, we talked about it, the Sharks have been able to put people in the slot all by themselves.
Yeah, I mean, Colorado really came out and looked like they weren't emotionally prepared to play. And I'm thinking to myself, when was the last time I saw this team in a big game not prepared to play? I remember Detroit beating them 7-0 with Patrick Waugh in goal.
Now it is a 3-0 lead here. The odd man's are 4-2 in favor of San Jose so far in this game. Bannon in the hit on Primo. Ricci came over to get it. Ricci's played a heck of a game at both ends of the ice. He's down on the ice there. Nicolasian comes away with a puck. Svados in the middle. Let Bob Bugner on the right. Bugner will move it in. Bugner centering pass. Nobody could get a stick on it. Has Paul Kariya coming. Svados. That one will be deflected away. Moved out by McCauley. Back for another chance. McCauley's in the middle here. 2-on-1. Abisher a save. And Chichu had another opportunity. Mercy. A 3-0 Sharks lead. The 3 goals. When we come back, we'll look at them.
Come on, come on. The fact is, all light beers are low in carbs.
This is for you and your crew. The ones that's true will always love you, no matter what you do.
Choose on taste. Fresh, smooth, real. It's all here. There are 2 ways to look at skincare. The girl's way or the guy's way.
Introducing Gillette Complete Facial Moisturizer, the first moisturizer made for men by the people who know a man's face best. It's simple, non-greasy, fragrance-free with SPF 15. Smoother, healthy-looking skin in 14 days or your money back. New Gillette Complete Moisturizer. This is not your girlfriend's moisturizer. This is Gillette, the best a man can get.
It has been all San Jose here in the second period. Vincent Damphouche got it started. The rookie, Marcel Gotch, with a deflection, made it 2-0. And the Jonathan Chichu show, the Chichu train, made it 3-0.
Get on board. Korolyuk off this face-off, won by the Avs. Now they've really got to maybe even take chances here, even though we're 5:47 to go second period. You're down 3-0. Kick back in. Lyle stepped up to do it that time. Played by Jason Marshall. Marshall chipped that one off the boards in front of the Avs bench. Avs want to get a line change. Hannon, Korolyuk. Pass intercepted. Came right back to him. Blocked again by Lyles. Good play, Lyles. Lyles turns. Sacking. Oh! Great setup. And what a save by Nabokov. Little talent right there, folks. Speaking of talent, John.
Bud Light update, plenty on display, Gary, in Toronto. The Leafs have really come on in the third period, trying to break the tie. Ty Domi, a great save by Robert Ashe, and that's why we're in overtime.
Wow. Just wow.
That was with a minute to go.
Peter Forsberg, saved by Nabokov, holding the fort. Forsberg, individual effort right there off the draw. Forsberg, Sakic, playing together again as they have off and on in this game. Milan Hajduk has joined them again. Jimmy Darkos in the corner, trying to protect that puck down in the offensive zone. That's pretty good. He had his helmet ripped off, put it back on. That'll be sent in offside.
It's like the lid fell right into his hand. He said, while I've got it, I might as well reapply.
That was pretty good.
Really good. Having trouble getting it completely on, though, because the chin strap's still done up. Adam Foote. Remember I talked about him eliminating people where he eliminated the helmet right off. There it was. Delay. Little circus back there.
Not quite the way it's supposed to fit, but we'll get that taken care of. Face-off obviously moved out to center here. Another draw won by Nicolisian this time.
And Marcel Gotch is out here again, the rookie that made it 2-0, wearing number 57. The one reason Ron Wilson can play him in this situation, he's a talented kid, yes, but he's very reliable defensively.
3-0 lead. That one whistled as it goes into the scorer's table. 4:37 to go in the period. And there is the young man who played Game 5 against St. Louis and now is playing in this one.
First camp, he was just handed number 57, so he wore in the minors this year. And we mentioned that he is German. Marco Sturm has really been a good influence on him, even though Sturm's not in the lineup. They chat regularly, but since he was called up. But besides that, Ron Wilson speaks German from his 7 years playing in the German-speaking part of Switzerland, so he's able to communicate with them. Not that he really needs it, though. Marcel Gotch's English is pretty darn good.
Yeah, very good. Hannon takes it back in behind the net. Not mentioned a lot the fact that Marco Sturm is out of there with an injury, one of their leading scorers, leading players, and stars. So this San Jose team is trying to move on to the conference final with a big loss. And there's a penalty on Ricci and a bad one. He got the stick caught on Teemu Solani, so he's going to go. The things you don't want to see happen if you're the Sharks at this point of the game.
Penalty is on. Number 18, San Jose. 2 minutes tripping. Back to you, Bill.
Thank you, Rob Schick, for tossing it back to us. Now, Mike Ricci, wrong place, wrong time, especially where he had his stick located, right between Solani's legs.
Well, Ricci out of there with 4:12 to go. Here's a big chance in this period. Ricci out of there tripping at 15:48. The fourth power play of the game for Colorado. Sakic, Forsberg. They get one here, and they are right back in this game. Joe Sakic. Hajduk down low with Connor Walchuk. Back for Forsberg from Lyles. Lyles, the lone man along the blue line here. Still in the over on the power play. Down low, Sakic shot. Nabokov had it guessed or read right. He looked for him to go up, and that's where he went. Forsberg cross ice deflected Korolyuk.
Gary, if the Avs are looking for help from Yevgeny Nabokov, they can forget about it. Boy, has he gotten his game together.
Duke got him in a line change. Pope checked away at the last second by McLaren. Played by Sakic. 1:09 on the power play into the middle block. Tom Poos cleared. David Abisher back to get it.
Got to tell you, Kyle McLaren and Brad Stewart could hardly make it to the bench. Remember, the altitude will affect the Sharks more than Colorado. Colorado trains here. They live here. That's why San Jose is going to change every chance they get in the second period. You better not miss your opportunity.
Played up and into the seats, and that's going to be another penalty. It was played by Nabokov on a bounce that came right to him, and he put it into the seats. Delay a game. You want to talk to him, give him the call?
Rob Schick will talk to us. Nabokov tried to clear it, and it missed the glass. And that puts them down 2 men. The opportunity is right here for Colorado to climb right back into this game.
Right back in. 17-minute mark. It'll create their 5th power play of the game, and it looks like a timeout has been taken. So the Avalanche know right now's the moment. So they've used their 30-second timeout.
Rick Tocchet and Tony Granato, and also Ron Wilson. And everybody's got to be on the same page here.
Dom Foose, Brown, Chichu have the 3 goals. The Sharks have a 3-0 lead. 3 minutes to go, second period.
Everybody's talking, oh, look, Rick Tocchet saying, wait a minute. Joe Sakic looked like he had it worked out. That's not Ron Wilson. That's Rob Zettler, who coaches the defenseman. That was a terrific defensive defenseman when he played, who is trying to give some advice to his threesome that's going to be out there.
Rob Zettler, assistant coach.
Face-off's just about dead even so far in the game.
Face-off will be to the right side of Nabokov. 0 for their last 20. Power plays 21 and 22 in that stretch coming here. Lyles, a 2-man advantage for over 40 seconds. Lyles and Kariya playing on top. Sakic at the offside post. Lyles intended for, picked up by Sakic. Back to Lyles. 30 on the 2-man. Paul Kariya in. Lyles shot. Saved by Nabokov. On net on that one. Sakic. Kariya goes down low. Lyles the only man back. Got a 1-2-2. Sakic in. Kariya centered it. Open net. Shot. Nabokov. How did he get that?
I think Milan Hajduk shot it into the outside of the net. But then Hajduk said, wait a minute, it was in.
They want to check upstairs. The officials signaling they want it to be reviewed. They did not signal goal on the ice.
Milan Hajduk looks pretty confident here to me. One of the great snipers in the game. What did he do? Oh, Nabokov got a piece of it. And then, oh, I want to see all angles. Here we go. It'll come from the right. The shot. And I can't see that it's over the line yet.
Nope.
Nope, nothing conclusive from that angle. Remember, it's got to be conclusive. Paul Kariya fanned on his pass. That's why it got through the legs.
Right there. That's the closest I've seen.
But it looked to me on this one like that it came down on the goal line. We'll see here. Our great guys working the goal cam. Yes, sir, it did land over the line, didn't it?
That's the goal.
Yes, sir.
But it landed on its... If it had landed flat, it might not have been a goal.
Right.
But it landed on its edge.
Landed on its edge and then bounced out.
And that put it entirely over the line. That close. We still don't have an official call on it yet.
Right, the refs haven't announced it.
Rod Schick going, I still don't know. I'm waiting. This is entirely up to the video replay booth now because the referees did not call it.
Correct. Another look at it.
Right there.
It bounced. What happened was it bounced across the line, hit the paddle of Nabokov's stick, and then bounced out. It looked like it was, what, 3 or 4 inches over the line.
They're running the replay you're looking at on the big screen, so they better call it a goal. Fans are all up going, come on, let's go. That was in. But obviously upstairs they want to be absolutely sure, so they look at every angle available.
Let's just make sure our eyes are not deceiving us. Yes.
That crossed the line.
Yes.
And it's a goal. Even more important, the power play is going to continue.
One more look at it. Paul Kariya was trying to pass to Peter Forsberg. He wasn't trying to pass to Hayduk. It went off the heel of his stick and between the pads of Nabokov, and then Milan Hayduk has made it a 3-1 game.
Hayduk gets his 5th of the playoffs. It is a power play goal with a 2-man advantage. Now the power play 5-on-4. And the Avs have made it a 3-1 lead. Peter Forsberg. Sakic down the middle. Shot Nabokov with Forsberg charging.
Nabokov comes right back with a terrific save. He almost robbed Hayduk from the goal itself. Now he comes back with a big save on Sakic. One more look at the goal that has made it 3-1. Nabokov went for it with his glove, but it hit the ice, hit the paddle of his stick. Yes.
That's the goal.
Yes, yes.
Hayduk at 17:34, second of this series, 5th of the playoffs. Banned on the attempted clear by Stewart. Poked in through Marlowe. Power play still underway. Sakic's got it. Sakic trying to center it. Wide side for Forsberg. Konowalchuk plays it. Lyles off the boards. Konowalchuk. We got 3 of them over there together now, trying to separate out. Good play to move it back to Sakic. Forsberg cutting in. Got the puck. Hayduk centered. Konowalchuk banned on it. It hit the heel of his stick. Lyles trying to hold it in. Knocked away by Marlowe. Oh, mercy. What a chance right there for the second goal for the Avs. Down to 30 seconds on the power play. Paul Kariya. Joe Sakic, the assists on that goal by Hayduk. 23 on the advantage. Sakic dumped it around far side. Spanos batted it straight up in the air. Ricci got it out of there, hit Foot with it. Sakic back to Foot. A 3-1 Sharks lead, a minute 11 to go in the period. 9 on the power play. Touched up for an icing call. 6 seconds to go in the advantage.
It looks like the San Jose Sharks are going to weather the storm and only give up 1. Look at this chance. Forsberg received the pass from Sakic, dished to Konowalchuk, and Steve Konowalchuk fanned on it. He went by the heel of his stick before he could get good solid wood on it. Phew, man, what a 5-minute sequence of a hockey game.
And the Avs are only going to ratchet it up more as the clock ticks down, because for them this is yet another must-win. David Abisher had to knock that shot away on the attempt to get it back in behind the net by his own teammates. Barnaby takes it around the net for Foot. 5 shots of the 2-man and then a 5-on-4 power play, and they get 1 goal out of it and make it a 3-1 game. That'll be whistled with 46 to go in the period. Don't forget, coming up, our intermission report. John and Barry will be along. They'll bring you up to date on the overtime game, the Maple Leafs and the Flyers. And Barry will be going through the best moments of the second round. Tough choices there, all coming up.
Hope he's got 20 minutes.
Hope he put some of this in.
Barry, I hope you got 20 minutes. We all the great moments. Boy, there's been some just fantastic hockey all the way around. Last night's game, Calgary and Detroit, was a classic.
Yep. And congratulations to the Calgary Flames, who move on with a tremendous surge through the season. Gutted it out against the #1 team in the NHL during the regular season. Paul Kariya chipped that one. Nabokov played it right back up to the line. Batted out. Korolyuk got it out of the zone. 23 to go in the period. Curtis Brown has had an effective offensive game today. Sent in by Hannon around the far side. Korolyuk over to get it. Let it go to Primo. Primo dumped it back in behind the net. David Abisher got caught behind the net, but he had coverage on the puck. Scratched it, moves it. Gratton chipped it into the middle. Kariya trying to shoot it in. Had it blocked. Primo stood right in front of him. Shot. Ooh, hello. On a shot from center by Bob Bugner.
But Alan Alan McCauley deflected it. That's why Nabokov looked at him and then smacked the puck down to the ice like, what are you doing?
That was right at the buzzer.
Woo! That would have, I think it would have counted. Here's the shot. Right here. Alan McCauley deflects it. Nabokov was way over to one side, and he had to snag it with the glove. That's his best save of the game.
Look at him.
Look at him. Look at it. Bang! What are you thinking touching that puck?
Wow. Damphus, Brown, Chichu, the 3 goals finally answered by Hayduk. It is a Sharks 3-1 lead.
The showdown in Motown continues. Jersey Detroit Game 2 is on. Big Ben and the Pistons dominated Game 1. Now the Nets look to fight back and even up the series. Nets Pistons, Friday at 7 on ESPN.
That's not tough enough to stop athlete's foot. Hit that with boom, tough actin Tinactin. Tinactin's the only one proven to prevent athlete's foot. Lamisil can't say that. Get boom, tough actin Tinactin.
Energizer E-Squared Lithium, the 1AA battery that lasts up to 7 times longer in digital cameras. Do you have the bunny inside?
Get caught up on the day in sports starting at 11 with SportsCenter.
This news just went down.
Then Outside the Lines nightly.
The topic, steroids and drug testing.
Followed by Baseball Tonight.
Why not just use your bullpen?
The entire day in sports, weeknights starting at 11 Eastern.
Hey, Bob Odenkirk here. I'm hosting a show called Midnight Snack. It's going to be Fridays at midnight on Sundance Channel. A bunch of really cool films. Some of them are foreign films. Some of them are rock films. Some of them are action kung fu. Really cool movies that you should have seen already.
Sundance Channel presents Midnight Snack every Friday at midnight.
Tune into Sundance Channel on Insight Digital for Midnight Snack.
This is Phil, and this is Phil's Fitness Store. But despite the barbells and treadmills and weight machines, Phil's sales were a little soft, out of shape, flabby.
Okay, they get the point.
So Phil pumped them up on cable TV. He got a lot of gain without a lot of pain. Cable advertising. It's easy, it's affordable, it works. With cable TV, you'll get your ads worth.
Sean Saunders and Barry Melrose here. Back in our studio, we have a 3-1 game. San Jose now just 20 minutes away, Barry.
Well, this score flatters the Avalanche. They've been terrible in this game, John. They haven't been aggressive. They got lucky with that penalty, shooting the puck over the glass. But other than that, they've been totally outplayed this game. Much faster San Jose Sharks, much hungrier San Jose Sharks.
If it wasn't Abisher, it might be 5-6 goals in there right now. Now,
very lucky.
We told you in the other intermission, the Philadelphia Flyers had a 2-0 lead over the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Solid.
All they had to do was nurse this, and they would win Game 6 and go on. Joe Nieuwendyk tries a fancy move between his legs, and a nice save by Esch.
Well, instead of nursing it, they went on life support. They never attacked. They sat back. Esch made a great save there. Trailers coming in, getting extra chances. So Philadelphia was lucky in that opportunity.
Solmick gets the first goal of the game as it's pushed to him by Handzus.
Well, Belfour's used to this because the Leafs are not a great defensive team in front of them. Haven't been all season long. Solmick brings it out of the corner, throws it up over the glove.
And then Jeremy Roenick with a terrific one-man show follows his own rebound, and it's 2-0.
Well, that's what I mean right off the bat here. Jeremy Roenick makes a great play. Everyone's around him, John. He puts it in the net between the legs.
And then the Toronto Maple Leafs started to come back. Pilas from the point.
Great draw, won the battle, shot through traffic, never even saw it.
And then going after the net.
See, Roberts goes to the net there. That eliminates the defenseman, John. And Sundin comes in and puts in a rebound. Sundin's playing some great hockey now. since coming back from his injury. Probably the best Leaf on the ice again tonight.
We can tell you now that the Toronto Maple Leafs have gone down. JR with the goal. Jeremy Roenick. What a shot. Unbelievable shot to send the Flyers on to the Eastern Conference Finals. Ken Hitchcock obviously excited, and the dejected Toronto Maple Leafs. In Philadelphia, they played like that in the third period, and they played like that for a few minutes in overtime, and they get 3.
Well, again, I don't know why teams do it, John, but the minute you get a lead like that, you think you're just going to, as you said, nurse it. And they sat back. Toronto kept attacking, and we showed it. Ty Domi had a great chance with about 40 seconds left, and Toronto would have won that in regulation. But they came out in overtime. They attacked Toronto. They made a great play on the wall there. Jeremy Roenick, world-class wrist shot. I think it's appropriate that Jeremy Roenick put that puck in. He's been great tonight. I was going to say,
I want to give you a chance to get on your soapbox again about the most courageous athletes. It wasn't that long ago this guy took that puck to the face and had a broken jaw.
Slap shot in the mouth, carried off the ice in New York. Matter of fact, he was got off on his own strength, believe it or not. Came back sooner than anyone expected at a very high level, better than anyone expected, and has been a force in this playoffs and will be a force in the next playoffs against the Tampa Bay Lightning.
And with a tremendous shot in the series. Stick around. We'll come back with more in a moment as we are headed to our third period. We know that Philadelphia has marched on. Will another one be San Jose tonight?
The Stanley Cup Playoffs on ESPN, presented by Nextel. Brought to you by Sheraton Hotels and Resorts, the official hotel of the NHL.
So I'm wondering, what's a Thermacare heat wrap? Then I put it on my aching back and I realized, oh, it's like a heating pad without a cord. And my pain just melts away. Yes, I feel like I could do backflips. No.
In a perfect world, you could skate anywhere you want. And Tony Hawk would be this, like, milkman, and he'd give us all the Hershey's milkshakes we could drink.
That'd be perfect.
No, not really. It'd be perfect if everybody had a Mohawk Hershey's milkshake. Shake reality.
Winning the NASCAR championship is about outlasting the other guy. That's why I use new Red Zone Invisible Solid. It's the longest-lasting Invisible Solid from Old Spice. So you smell great all day. And if you don't think the scent lasts longer, Old Spice will buy you a stick of something else. Hey, you can't always shower right after the race. Unless, of course, you win.
New Red Zone Invisible Solid in 4 long-lasting scents. Stay in the zone.
Excuse me, are you happy with the choices in your 401ks?
When my only real choice was company stock?
I've had 5 jobs, so 5 401ks. Who knows?
I'm happy now. I rolled over my old 401ks to TD Waterhouse. Thanks, guys.
Choice lets you diversify. At TD Waterhouse, they offer CDs, stocks, bonds, and thousands of mutual funds, including 1,500 with no transaction fee. If you want more choice, choose TD Waterhouse, the alternative to higher-priced brokers like Merrill and Schwab.
Hey, I can see you cooked.
Yeah.
That's so nice of you. Yeah.
Dockers Pro Style. Shirts and pants that do it all.
When it comes to athlete's foot, this is the latest. This isn't. Lotrimin Ultra, the latest prescription strength medicine available without a prescription. The latest cure, so ultra powerful. 1 use a day is all you need. Nothing's proven stronger or faster. Lotrimin Ultra.
Energizer E-Squared Lithium, the 1AA battery that lasts up to 7 times longer in digital cameras. Do you have the bunny inside?
Hey, sensor users, think you've got the best shave? Well, it just got better. 2 blades became 3. Introducing Gillette Sensor 3, the best sensor shave ever. So now, think 3. New Sensor 3 from Gillette.
Welcome back again. 3-1 is the score as we head towards the third period. It's been a terrific second round, including that shot by Jeremy Roenick. What has stood out for you?
Well, a couple things have stood out, and a couple players have stood out. Number one is Martin Gilina of the Calgary Flames. I was thinking of him with Carolina. He scored the winner against Vancouver, assisted on the first goal against Detroit, the overtime win, and then he scores that goal that we just showed in Game 6 against Detroit. Iginla plays with him every big game. Iginla certainly helping him out, but Gilina has turned into Mr. Clutch for the Calgary Flames. Another guy that is just really on the stage for the first time, John, you mentioned that you didn't know about him. This is his coming out party. This guy is emerging as maybe the best hockey player in the world. What I loved about him, he was being shadowed by Detroit. He's playing against 5 Detroit players. He didn't complain about trying to get away from them. He said, I have to play better. I have to fight through these guys. I have to find a way to get the job done. And Robin Regeer, talk about a coming out party. The injuries Calgary had, Robin Regeer is playing the third most of any defense in the NHL. He's playing against the other team's top forwards, and that's Vancouver and Detroit. Those are top world-class forwards, and just continues to get the job done offensively, get the job done defensively, competing every night. Those guys are the faces of the Calgary Flames. That is why that team is winning, guys like that.
Obviously, the Calgary Flames outwork Detroit. There could be some changes there. We'll get back here in a moment.
The Hyundai Sonata with America's best warranty. It's more car for the money.
Hey, you okay?
Yeah.
You've got enough to worry about without having to worry about your car. That's why at 75,000 miles, switch to Valvoline's Max Life. Its added ingredients help prevent wear on critical engine parts.
Hello, gorgeous girl.
At 75,000, time to switch to Max Life.
The new flamethrower burger at Dairy Queen with crispy jalapeno bacon and Tabasco flavored mayo. Do one carefully and do you something different. And cool down with a delicious chocolate French silk pie blizzard treat.
Dear Bobby, how much ice time did you log last game? Sincerely, Mark. Dear Mark, which game?
Welcome back to our intermission report. John Saunders and Barry Melrose, and another look at Jeremy Roenick's amazing shot.
Well, Pitkinen makes the pass up. Roenick stayed on side. Amonte's not going to get an assist or anything, but Amonte going to the far post. Eddie's got to know he's there. He's got to be ready for that. That's a perfect shot, folks. Nothing else about it. Eddie was where he should be. If you can hit that, you're going to score some goals in the NHL.
So the series will be Tampa Bay against Philadelphia. Tampa Bay won all 4 meetings this year, and Happy Bullen won all 4 games.
I submit to you Miller's Record. Miller Lite, the great tasting beer that's less filling. Miller Genuine Draft, a beer with genuine flavor that's cold filtered smooth. Clear beer. Well, Miller clearly has a history of progressive decision-making, and I would ask the king of beers what he would say to that. Why won't my opponent debate this issue? Is it because he's a horse, or is it because he's got blinders on? No peripheral vision. Look at me. Both sides.
Choose taste. Miller. Good call.
The Hyundai Sonata with America's best warranty. It's more car for the money.
I'm Charlie Tuna from Jurassic 5.
I'm Mickey Hart. I drum for the Grateful Dead.
I think hip-hop it's like the pulse beat of the people.
I use Yahoo Search. I search for music, old music.
It speaks for people who aren't spoken for.
Folk music, back porch music.
Definitely appreciative of Launch for being able to be like an encyclopedia.
The roots of the roots.
To be able to reach out to what's going on in today's, music.
Music engine, search engine, life engine.
When it comes to athlete's foot, this is the latest. This isn't. Lotramin Ultra, the latest prescription strength medicine available without a prescription. The latest cure, so ultra powerful. 1 use a day is all you need. Nothing's proven stronger or faster. Lotramin Ultra.
Oh man, there's a line.
Dockers Pro Style, shirts and pants that do it all.
Energizer E-Squared Lithium, the 1AA battery that lasts up to 7 times longer in digital cameras. Do you have the bunny inside?
For the best protection against water damage, one name says it all. Thompson's Water Seal, waterproofer plus wood protector for the highest level of water protection guaranteed. Thompson's Water Seal and Thompson's Water Seal Advanced, the most powerful protection against water damage.
One day you wake up and find a few hairs on your pillow. Next day, they're dribbling your head down the court.
Get new V for Men thickening shampoo for up to 50% thicker looking hair for better scalp coverage. New V for Men by L'Oreal Paris.
The Stanley Cup Playoffs on ESPN, presented by Nextel. Brought to you by Nextel coast-to-coast walkie-talkies in under a second. Nextel, done. And in part by Miller. Vote Miller for president of beers. Good call. And Hyundai. When your car comes with America's best warranty, you win. Hyundai.
In San Jose's 13-year history, they have never advanced to a conference final. If they can win this period, they will do just that and go against Calgary. Welcome back. We are underway here in the third, where the Sharks have a 3-1 lead. Gary Thorne, Bill Clement, and our crew. We already know it'll be Tampa Bay going against Philadelphia in the Eastern Conference final. And they'll still trying to get this one set in the West. That'll be at 3 o'clock Saturday, game 1 in the East. That will be on ABC. Blocked off the near side by Chichu. Into the corner, the Avalanche crowd trying to get behind them. The Avalanche came this close to making it a 1-goal game with a power play chance. And the end of that period, bounced in. David Abisher, Domfus who went right over his stick onto Abisher. Domfus centers it. They're changing hand and a chance. That got deflected.
Well, I got to tell you, you can't go wrong starting a period with Mike Ricci's line. Chicho on one side, Primo on the other. They just hem you in.
They are the reason, really, Bill, for the fast starts that San Jose has historically this past couple of seasons and each period here in the playoffs.
Yep, and Mike Ricci has had his left wingers changed. Scott Thornton is out of this game and has missed a couple of games. So he's got Primo on one side, but Jonathan Chichu is the guy that gives them the offensive threat. That's the only reason they can come out here and really hem a team in the other end, because Chichu is a threat.
That shot got deflected into the corner. Dimitrakos had the opportunity off the face-off win. Face-offs 50-50 through the first 2 periods of this game. Domfus partially blocked it. Nikolajin sent back. Adam Foote. Foote continuing to pile up ice time. 14.5 minutes through the first 2 periods.
And you're going to see San Jose chip the puck in. Make sure that the Avs have to go 200 feet to score. The question is, will San Jose pursue the puck? They have to. That's their game.
That's Marlowe clearing that one out of there. Blocked at center. Scratched it. Konowalchuk had tied him up. And played by Scratches back into his own zone. They must win game for the Colorado Avalanche, or their season is over. Peter Forsberg, Korlick got a piece as he went around. Not enough to take the puck away. Into the zone, Barnaby. Through the paint. Lyles trying to hold it in, could not. 2-on-1 the other way. Moved up McCauley. McCauley looking into the middle. Shot. David Abisher is saved. Rebound. Couldn't wrap it around the post. Rebound kicked up and over the net on a Korlick chance. Korlick with a rebound. Drops it into the middle. Intercepted Forsberg.
Wow. Boy, another 2-on-1 given up by Colorado. That's the 6th odd man rush for San Jose in this game, and they've scored on 2 of them.
Sakic in the corner, tied up by Rathje. Puck will be flipped out of the zone. Played back by Lyles. The Avalanche changing it up. Sent into the middle. Vannanen dropped it off the wall for Teemu Selanne. Selanne upended. Got a piece of the leg of McLaren, and he is down and hurt. Knee to knee, maybe. Into the corner. No whistle yet. Chichu, and there's the whistle. Selanne down.
It's like he's holding his left knee. Pat Carnes is out to look at him. It looked to me like McLaren was going for the puck and that they did lock knees or lock legs. But it appeared to me as if McLaren was going for the puck. Here's Selanne. Selanne actually stepped to his right. It was really an evasive move by Selanne here. They were just both leaning the wrong way. I don't think you can say that Kyle McLaren went for his knees there at all. Sometimes when you're attempting to get out of the way of the hit, you leave yourself more vulnerable than if you just stood there and took the hit.
He is leaving the ice under his own power. And Selanne will head down the runway into the dressing room.
But moments ago, San Jose just about made this a 4-1 hockey game. Boy, did they have their chances. 2-on-1. Abisher with the first save. Nils Edwin got it back out front. Did Abisher get that with the skate blade?
I think he did.
Oh, my gracious.
Because it deflected, and he was the only thing there. That shot goes into the corner. Darby Hendrickson over to get it. Ricci was in front on that deflection. Sharks knocked down as they hold it in. Vannanen unable to get it out. Ricci left it. Primo moving shot. Didn't have much room. Deflected away. Abisher held that short side.
Well, if there's any question about the Sharks going into a shell, so far you can forget about it.
Playing strong, offensive, aggressive hockey. Leave it back. 3 minutes into period number 3. The Sharks have the 3-1 lead in this game, with all the goals coming in the second period. Danfus, Scott, Chichu, and Hayduk got the one for the Avs. Konowalchuk, wraparound, centered underneath Paul Kariya's stick. Back, Strastic with it. He dumped it off the far side. Konowalchuk, Sakic's behind the net. There he is. Paul Kariya's in the crease. Sakic in the middle, backhanded. He just missed the short side. Kariya tried to go to Sakic. That one got blocked up in the air. Sakic down on the ice.
Joe Sakic got run over, literally, by Dimitrakos.
Dimitrakos at the other end. His shot, Abisher blocked it away. Sakic up is heading to the bench. There he is, turning the other way to keep that puck alive. As the Avs will change it up, Adam Foote will send it in. There's Forsberg on the ice. Dimitrakos almost hit him as he was headed to the bench. Sauer comes back to play it.
Joe Sakic and Peter Forsberg are going to have to eat up monster minutes of ice time here.
Trying to create the offense they need to get back into it. Curtis Brown leaves it behind the net. McCauley tied his man up, gets the puck back. McCauley trying to drop it. Korolyuk with it. Korolyuk looking in front. He's got Brown there. Korolyuk spinorama move. Puck lost by Sauer. Picked it back up. Backhands it into the middle. Got blocked. Off the near side boards. Good play by Hayduk. Forsberg trying to clear. Can't. Hayduk got to knock it down in his own end. Sends it around the net. Tenacious forechecking continues here by the Sharks. Cannon. Rathje with it. Avs changing it again. Sends it in. Tried to feather that one in. And they wave off the icing. Played around by Lyles behind his own net. 5 minutes into period number 3. The Colorado Avalanche. Desperation now becomes the word. Down by 2 in this must-win game. Teemu Selanne's right back out there. Selanne, Hendrickson, Spados. Stripped at center. Cleared the other way. Good play reaching.
San Jose is starting to own the middle of the ice. Anytime Colorado tries to force the puck to the middle, they're just getting it eaten up.
Hendrickson got pinned up. Marlowe came away with the puck. Made sure they cleared the zone. Abisher dumps it off in behind the net.
The way San Jose plays when they're on top of their game, cutting you off on one side and trapping, you've got to keep the puck going straight ahead down that side.
Spados in. His shot goes off skates wide. Picked up by Stewart. Stewart looking. Didn't have anybody in the middle. Just dumped it out the center. Vannanen played it. Danfus the other way. Danfus good play. Dimitrakos in. Looking. Draws it back. Got it. Save made. Wow. He get the shot off, and it's cleared to the corner.
Looked like he had the telescopic stick there. He just kept reaching back for it.
He was skating one way, and the puck was leaving the other way. Konowalchuk in, trying to make a move. Couldn't get through. Good stand-up check put on by Marshall. And that goes on to the bench.
Well, one goal in this game for Colorado, and it came in the second period off the stick of Milan Hajduk, but it took a while to figure out whether or not it went in. It did, in fact, land across the line, hit the paddle of Nabokov's stick, and disappeared on it. But because we have 40,000 cameras, that means 40,000 angles.
It counted. It's on the board, 3-1. Nikolajin off the face-off. Won it back out, but Adam Foote left to give chase. David Abisher came out to get it. On the boards, Foote. Barnaby. Barnaby up. Barnaby double teamed over there. Got it into the zone deep. Played by Stewart in the corner. Nikolajin trying to free it up. Nikolajin did. Nikolajin dumped it in. Right at the bottom of the face-off circle. Sakic trying to get it. Nikolajin knocked it away. Double shifting Sakic. Nikolajin. Sakic cutting to the net. Didn't seem. On that off-wing side. That one deflected wide. Foote had moved in as well. As the Avs taking some chances pinching their D into the zone. Korolyuk, as they changed behind him, he needed some help. Korolyuk falls down. Primo was going to pass it to him. Ended up, does, but had to wait a while. Shot. Deflected. Up and into the netting. Can they come back? That's the issue. We'll look at it. The Sharks right now are up 3-1.
Emu's on the loose. Emu's on the loose.
Where?
Everywhere. Where everywhere? New York City.
The trade show.
Big problem. Yeah, any ideas?
Mama.
Mama?
Here, Mama.
Coast to coast walkie-talkies get it done. Nextel.
Beer drinkers of America, hi. In the days of yore, when one would dare to challenge the king, one would run the risk of having one's head subtracted from the less talkative parts of one's body. Antisocial behavior like that may wash in medieval cabbage fields, but this is America, circa 2004. We're a democracy. You have a vote, use it. Oh, in Florida, press hard.
Choose genuine flavor that's cold filtered smooth. Miller, good call.
The Hyundai Sonata with America's best warranty. It's more car for the money.
Our game available in high definition, ESPN HD.
A wider picture, much greater clarity. Outside the red lines is the bonus look that you would get if you had HD right now.
Brought to you by Phillips and Best Buy. For those of you with HD, the big picture. Face off to the right side. Coming up, HD coverage. ESPN.com is the place to find it. Taken down low by Rathje. Same with Solani. On him. Gets some help. Darby Hendrickson with it. Back into the middle. Konowalchuk's already up ice. Stolen by Rathje. Had it blocked. Onside. Blocked again as they tried to move it out. Ricci picks that one up. Looks like Primo blocked it. Chichu a chance. They made Abisher. Primo came over into the corner. Had it deflected away Darby Hendrickson. Vannanen will get it. 12:40 to go, third period.
Boy, when you're forced to just bang the puck up off the glass to get it out of your zone, in that case it was Vannanen that did it for Colorado. You know San Jose is sticking to their game plan. They're really doing what they do best, and that is playing hard hockey in the offensive zone down low.
They lost 3 consecutive games in the regular season, only once. They're trying to avoid 3 consecutive losses here in the playoffs. They've outshot Colorado 6-2 in the period. Peter Forsberg from behind the net. Strashnich will go around the other way. Forsberg open for a moment. Decided not to shoot. Left it. Milan Hajduk scratched it. Boy, he avoided it. Oh, that one is going to be gloved down.
What a save.
Nabokov reaching up for the glove.
What an amazing save. He hasn't faltered once. Peter Forsberg had Patrick Marleau bird-dogging him through the whole zone and then finally dished to Hayduk. He's going short side high. I got it, no problem. Southwest Airlines goal cam. Glove well positioned. Puck in webbing. Face-off.
Nabokov vying for postseason honors so far with the way he has played. Back onto the point, Adam Foote had to knock that down to hold it in, deflected. Paul Kariya tried, but it went through and wide. And now iced. And that's something San Jose does not want to do a lot of unless absolutely necessary.
Not this soon. Maybe the last minute.
Sharks 11:50 away from moving on. They have led the best of 7. 3-0, now down to 3-2. How difficult is it to come back?
The overwhelming numbers. The series ended in 4 or in 5.
Generally don't even get this far. Colorado Avalanche have made a game of it, a series of it. Sakic won another draw, put a shot. Nabokov a save. Kariya was cutting through the middle, but the rebound had gone beyond him. That'll be dumped into the near side corner, and a Foote came back to get it. Up to the point, Kariya tips Sakic. Sakic will move it. Fados on the other side. Sakic from Kariya. Shot. That was close to that short side post. Rebounded right into the middle. Second chance. Over to Sakic off the boards.
But I'll tell you what, the way San Jose has gone into a shell in their own end, they better start playing in the other end because they're laying off, and it's a soft containment, which allows you to make plays.
Backing up towards their goaltender. Adam Foote the high flip. Teemu Solani, that's going to be whistled. He was already in the zone. Offside on the Avs. With 11:07 remaining here in the third.
This is another team that knows it will never look the same after this season, one way or the other.
Like the Detroit Red Wings, there'll be changes made for all kinds of reasons. Sent back in behind the net. Primo, let it go. Up. Couldn't be cleared by Konowalchuk. Sauer. Primo takes him to the wall. Teemu Solani came back to help. Solani looking to turn it up. Got it to Konowalchuk. Held on to by Nabokov. Primo back into the middle. Solani intercepted. Konowalchuk ran into Hannon, who blocked it. McLaren around the near side, unable to move it hard enough to get it out of the zone. Teemu Solani just digging and digging here in this game. Again, gets dumped as he tried to center. Ricci will move it out. Got a 3-on-2 maybe. They're going to change instead.
Smarter move.
Needed those fresh legs, and now the shifts with 10 minutes to go in this third period will get really short for San Jose. Forsberg in the intercept. Marleau rides him into the wall. Ratchy couldn't get it. Hayduk. Ratchy picks him up. Hayduk, great stick handling. Moved it up to the point. Bob Bugner couldn't play it. Poke checked away. And another icing call coming as Scratchits gets there first. We're going to look ahead at what's going to be coming up playoff-wise. Sharks lead it here.
Miller Lite has 1/2 the carbs of Bud Light, 1/3 less carbs than Coors Light.
Miller time.
I'm not done. And Miller Lite has fewer calories than both, while still tasting great.
Miller time's up.
Furthermore...
Stop speaking, please.
No, you stop speaking. How come you won't let America hear the whole story? Whose pocket are you in?
That's unacceptable.
No, you're unacceptable. This whole thing is a travesty and a sham and a mockery. It's a Travis mockery.
No making up words.
Burger flickle.
Choose great taste that's less filling.
Lend a helping hand in your community. It's easy when you round up with Tipmont REMC, your Touchstone energy partner. By rounding up your monthly bill to the nearest whole dollar, you're helping fund important community projects. Operation Roundup is another way Tipmont strives to make our communities better places to live for this generation and beyond.
Power of human connection. Tipmont REMC.
Gold is the only asset that never becomes a liability. Unlike stocks or bonds or even cash, Gold is a physical asset with a 300-year American history of safety, privacy, and profit potential. Yeah, I'm a proud gold owner myself of many years, thanks to Swiss America. They're helping America to rediscover gold in the 21st century. Why don't you call them today for the full story about the new gold rush?
Hearts are beating fast on both benches right about now, especially for these Avs. The last team to overcome a 3-goal deficit to win a game when facing elimination, when Edmonton defeated Calgary in '91, Esa Tikkanen ended a Game 7 series with an overtime goal. That's the last time the team has overcome a 3-goal deficit when facing elimination. That's what the Avs have had to face here.
Being outshot 31-24, being outscored 3-1. Sakic on the draw. Haydu came in to help. Rolled back to the point. Adam Foote back for Forsberg. Centering pass deflected all the way to Foote, who can't get to it. Foote had to tie his man up. McCauley, who would have gone by him. Koroluk moves it in onside. Koroluk a chance. Amish with a blocker save. Koroluk tipped it in. Haydu will pick it up. Vinny Damphousse has been the leader for this team in this series. 5 goals in the playoff year, and all of them for Vinny Damphousse have come in this series. Lyles moves it in. Forsberg draws it back. Forsberg to the middle. Poke checked away. Marleau.
And Ronnie Wilson is using Patrick Marleau as a checker now against Peter Forsberg. Every shift.
He got
Marleau. Yep.
He got him down, too. He's in front of the net, Marleau. And that'll be blocked by Abisher on the attempted backhand chance. Mitrakos had blocked again. Comes to Nikolajin. Nikolajin with the Avs changing. Sends it through the defenders. Nabokov off the wall. Connor Walchuk. Stewart do battle. Still loose. Vados has it. Leaves it back in behind the net again. Stewart hit. Connor Walchuk. Ricci was covering in front, and it deflects to the blue line. Bannon in a chance. Blocked it. Connor Walchuk, who was laying on the ice, had been knocked down. Big dig in the corner. Ricci over there. Connor Walchuk. Vados freed it up. Nobody at the blue line.
Bugner had pinched in looking for a play.
Blocked again. And Bannon has to pick it up. Good play by Jonathan Chichu. 8:11 left to go. Usual sellout crowd hoping for the miracle now from their Avs to get back into this game. That came out of the zone as Teemu Selanne couldn't hold it in. Back onside they are. Vananen drops it into the middle. Teemu Selanne. Koroluk took it away. Knocked down again. Boy, the battle at center. The San Jose Sharks will take this for another 8 minutes. Into the middle, Chris Gratton dropped it. Teemu Selanne in. Selanne leaves it. Sauer. Sauer backhands it towards the net. Blocked away by Nabokov. Cleared up and out of the zone by McCauley. And it will cross that goal line for an icing call. Let's take a look at our Old Spice storyline here in this must-win game for the Avs. The Sharks 1-7 all-time in Game 6s. They got a chance for a win here. You see the Avalanche 18-15 facing elimination.
Our Old Spice replays the 3 goals for the Sharks in the second period. The veteran, Vincent Damphousse. The rookie, Marcel Gottsch. And the primetime choo-choo train, Jonathan Chichu. Our Old Spice storyline and replays. Oh, here's the big, this is kind of a big deal right here. Joe Sakic just got kicked out of the faceoff circle.
I know that. Come in to take the draw and did not win it. It's cleared out of the zone and forcing the Avs, obviously, back into their own end.
Ronnie Wilson using his big horse, Patrick Marleau, for a lot of these key faceoffs. And Marleau has not been good. He's been only 39% in the series.
Here's Highnote in. Highnote a backhander. Nabokov blocked it. Big chance for Dan Highnote. And a bigger save. Nabokov comes through again. Adam Foote's got to play this. Both teams change. You look back at the Connor Walchuk goal in a power play, second period, that would have made it a 1-goal game, and then plays like that, they make the difference, and Nabokov has risen to the occasion. Let's check in again with John.
For the Powerade performance of the week, you got to give it to Jeremy Roenick, who sent the Flyers on to the Eastern Conference Final against Tampa Bay with his 4th playoff overtime goal. But be careful what you wish for. The Lightning have won all 4 games this year.
John, they will start that series on Saturday in Tampa Bay. It'll be a 3 o'clock game on ABC, 3 Eastern Time, and available ESPN. I did. Bugner sent that one in around the net. Nabokov up the near side boards. Chichu rolled it out of there. Connor Walchuk let it go. Bob Bugner will play it back. And the air slowly seeping out of the building.
San Jose is changing so quickly when they can. 20, 30-second shift.
All Kariya getting back for his first playoff game here tonight. He's had an assist knocked away by Nikolajin. Hayduk has the only Avalanche goal. Sauer tried to knock it down, could not. Korolyuk giving chase with Vananen. Korolyuk, Vananen gets there, and an icing call. 5:56 remaining. Sharks win. They go to the conference finals.
The Stanley Cup Playoffs, Saturday at 3 Eastern on ABC.
The Hyundai Sonata with America's best warranty. It's more car for the money.
I submit to you Miller's Record. Miller Lite, the great tasting beer that's less filling. Miller Genuine Draft, a beer with genuine flavor that's cold filtered smooth. Clear beer. Well, Miller clearly has a history of progressive decision making, and I would ask the king of beers what he would say to that. Why won't my opponent debate this issue? Is it because he's a horse, or is it because he's got blinders on? No peripheral vision. Look at me. Both sides.
Choose taste. Miller, good call.
Good evening. I'll take you through tonight's specials. First, we have a lovely grilled mango chicken. We also have our very popular North Atlantic baked cod, and for soup, we have a fire-roasted tomato bisque. Questions?
Introducing Boston Market's seasonal dinner specials menu. It's a rotating collection of chef-inspired creations prepared with the finest and freshest ingredients. All so that we can offer you new and exciting choices every day, like specials that are actually special.
Our finest Coca-Cola.
Boston Market. We're always cooking.
Vinny Damphousse, 5 goals in this series, a career high that he established in Montreal against Buffalo in 1993 when he had 5 in a series. He's done it again in this series, including 1 in this game. And it remains a 3-1 lead for the Sharks. All of the scoring coming in the second period. Nikolajin face off into the corner. Nikolajin chases it down himself. Moved back in by foot, blocked away by Nabokov. In behind the net, Hannon lost the helmet. He's going to play without it. Helmet rolls into the corner with the puck. Nikolajin, Forsberg center. It'll be chipped up by McCauley. Korolyuk's got it. Korolyuk, Sakic moved over and sends it.
That play by Korolyuk. Alexander Korolyuk has really elevated his game here in the third period.
That was Joe Sakic. He pulled that move on, flipping the puck up, letting Sakic go by and then controlling it. Lyles drops it away. The Calgary Flames waiting to see who they will face in the Western Conference Final. One of these two. Shot into the corner by Paul Kariya. Sent back to Teemu Selanne. Up to the point. Into the middle. Kariya's got it. Kariya looking. Connor Walchuk jammed it. Save made. Nabokov into the corner. Damphousse. And Damphousse moves it out of the zone. Vinny Damphousse will head to the bench. Another quick line change. Dragos just sent it in, making sure there was no icing. Bob Bugner. Primo on him. Nabokov off the paddle. Partially deflected that time by Barnaby. Primo at the wall, jammed up by Vananen. Battle. Hannon got moved off the puck. Still loose into the middle and controlled by Marshall. Mason Marshall again just feathers it into the zone, and again it's going to be played. Strashish back to get it. Goes Sakic back out on the ice. Sakic running it into the middle. Centering pass, blocked. Hayduk shot. May have been a save, may have hit the outside of the net. Turned back up.
Nabokov has to go out and get his stick 20 feet from the goal.
Korolyuk got it into the zone with Adam Foote on him. Gets taken down. Sakic gets pushed by Foote away to Strashish. Korolyuk still there. Bumps Strashish away from the play. 3:50 remaining here in the third period. Intercepted Marleau. Dumped it in. Abisher coming out to get it. Abisher got pinned in with a couple of Sharks around him. Got it away, though. Bugner will move it up the near side. Ratchie got a piece of him, and a whistle. Penalty coming, a delayed call, and it's going to be on San Jose.
Well, I didn't see what happened there on the near boards.
Nope.
I think it might be against Colorado, though. I thought he was pointing at Chris Gratton. I don't know. Could he be calling an interference penalty on Gratton because Gratton took a shot at Rathje before Rathje creamed Bobby Bugner?
There's the call.
I'm not so sure it's against San Jose. What do we got here? Boy, I'll tell you what, if it's against Colorado, it's adios, baby.
May not be against anybody.
No?
I don't know.
Rob Schick blew the play down. I don't think it was called an offside. Well, whatever. We got 3:30 to go, and who cares? Let's play.
There's David Abisher had already gone to the bench on that whistle, believing it was a penalty against San Jose.
Yikes.
Bannon waits as they get on side, so no penalty. 5-on-5. Nabokov holding it up behind the net. Hannon, the hard wrap around to the point, held in by Lyles. Spanos over to help. Marlowe reaching in. Bannon poked it away. Spanos still has it, and finally cleared, but again, it will be an icing call as soon as the Avs can get back and touch it up. Stopping the clock at 2:57. Peter Forsberg, if they don't win, is it his last NHL game?
I think it will, but I don't have confirmation of that. I think it will be his last NHL game. I mean, we've all known for a long time that Peter Forsberg wants to finish his career playing in Sweden. Much of it might have to do with what happens with the collective bargaining agreement. There's no work stoppage. Perhaps he would come back. We may be seeing a couple of his last shifts in the NHL right here.
Asked him that question the other night. He would not answer, but the one thing he did not say was he's coming back.
Correct.
He did not say that. Peter Forsberg almost went away a couple of years ago, and again last year, $11 million contract for 1 year brought him back. They bring a lot of people back overseas.
And we are 2 minutes and 49 seconds away from Daryl Sutter, Mika Kiprasov, former Sharks personnel, traveling to San Jose to open their series with the Sharks.
A lot of subplots going on.
Oh, man.
If that's what happens, and it looks like it will right now. The Avalanche, with 2:34 left to go.
I say that, but when Joe Sakic has the puck, you always know something miraculous has a chance to happen.
Absolutely. And if you're on the bench, on a wall check in, shot blocked by Stewart. There goes Abisher. Just going to say, when do you pull him? Well, it's right now. 2:17 left to go. David Abisher's on the bench. The Avs have the extra skater. They must win this game. Forsberg centered it. Sakic had his stick picked up.
Korolyuk, what a play by Alexander Korolyuk.
He had a redirection going.
Oh, why didn't he shoot there? He might not know that Abisher's out. You know that?
He didn't think. I don't think he knew there was an empty net, Bill. I agree. He had a chance. Brown's got it. He knows there's an empty net. Got blocked. Down the middle, shot McCauley, and he missed it wide. Korolyuk comes over to get it. Sends it behind the net. Lyles there. The Sharks lead 3-1. Paul Kariya coming. A minute 43 to go in the third. Marlowe got back. Just backhands it out of the zone. Forsberg will pick it up. Extra skater for the Avalanche. Sent in wide of the net. Nabokov stays back and lets it go. Rathje cleared it up. Cleared out. Dimitrakos.
And I'll tell you, Mike Rathje has really redeemed himself here in Game 6. Rathje was the last guy to touch the puck before Joe Sakic scored both overtime goals in Games 4 and 5.
Oh, Forsberg just took a stick to the face. There is a call coming. A delayed call. If the Avs realize that, they'll let him touch it here. And there it is. Peter Forsberg got hit with a stick in the face. And it looks like a little cut as a result near the eye. Benny Domfus is going to go with 1:11 remaining.
Penalty is on 25 San Jose. 2 minutes for high sticking.
Boy, that's a bad penalty right there. If there's any life left in the Colorado Avs, they've got to get it done right now.
They've already used their timeouts.
Yep.
The officials are saying, let's go, get out of here.
You bet. They used the timeout when they had the 5-on-3.
1:11 remaining. The penalty picked up by Domfus, the 6th power play of the game. Won a very short 7-second one. 0 for their last 22 in the power play. There goes Abisher to the bench. A two-man advantage now for the Avs on the power play. Foote held it in. Duke couldn't. Foote's got to wait as they clear the zone. Adam Foote will drop it back. A minute left to go. The San Jose Sharks that close to going to the conference final for the first time in their history. Konowalchuk in the corner. Left for Kyle McLaren, who just feathered it out of there. Sakic coming back to get it.
Big advantage for San Jose. They can rip it down the ice because they're down a man and not have the faceoff back in their end.
Sakic brings it in. 34 seconds left to go in the third period. Got to shoot. Kariya was in the middle. Couldn't get a shot off on a redirection. Dropped Hayduk to the point. Hayduk gets it back. Teemu Selanne could not handle that. Again, the high flip with the empty net at the other end, and that one is going just wide. Remember, it's a power play, no whistle. 12 seconds left to go.
It ain't going to happen. San Jose is going to the conference finals.
San Jose Sharks and the Calgary Flames are about ready to do battle. Nabokov may be thinking about a goal for himself. Congratulations, San Jose. Conference final, first time they win it 3-1.
What a performance they put together here in Game 6. You have to remember, they lost Game 4, they lost Game 5, and boy, did they come here ready to do business. They really dominated most of this game when it counted, the first two periods.
They put it away. Nabokov, a tremendous playoff year, continued here in this series. Ron Wilson, head coach. The Sharks out to celebrate with their goaltender. Danfu, Scotch, Chichu picking up the goals. Hayduk, the only goal for Colorado. Scotch ends up with a game winner. How about that? His second NHL game ever.
He got an assist on the game winner that eliminated St. Louis in the first round, and he decided to step it up a notch.
Because it was the only other game he's played in.
And I got to tell you, we talked about this San Jose group of defensemen being underrated. Man, are they underrated. Teemu Selanne, take a good look at him if you'd like to in a Colorado uniform, because you won't see him in a Colorado uniform again. David Abisher, I thought, was terrific. He came back strong after Game 1. Certainly couldn't be faulted in this series. I don't believe this team didn't score enough for him.
Nope, this Colorado team got held down by that outstanding defensive grouping and by the work of Nabokov in net. So they go through the traditional line. Ricci, who played with many of these Colorado players in seasons here and won a cup here back in '96. Part of the line now for San Jose. Nabokov ends up with a .958 save percentage in this series. 158 saves on 165 shots.
Early in this game, David Abisher looked a little scrambled. His technique wasn't there. He was overplaying. Nabokov never looked that way. He only faced 2 shots in the first period. Boy, I'll tell you what, when the second period came around in the third and he was tested, Yevgeny Nabokov was a picture of composure.
He started the day second among the goaltenders remaining in the playoffs in both goals against and save percentage. The Sharks have won it. Let's get out to Dave Ryan. Dave?
Where's Sharks captain Pat Marlowe? Patty, how did you withstand the rust Colorado gave at the end of that second period when they made it 3-1? You knew they'd come hard at you in the third period. How'd you maintain your composure there?
Well, we've been in that position a few times, 1-goal games. This time we had 2 goals, but guys just played great. Abby played great. We had big efforts from a lot of guys. First goal from Marcelo was awesome.
Seemed like your game plan was perfect. Aggressive forecheck. Maybe you got away from that in games 4 and 5. How'd you maintain that game plan straight all the way through here in game 6?
Yeah, that was a key for our game. Definitely, if we're not doing that, we're sitting back on our heels and allow the other team to come at us. So we wanted to do that.
You've been a part of this franchise a long time. 31-point improvement from last year to this. How does this feel to make the conference final for the first time ever?
It feels great. It feels, next round's going to be a big one for us, and, the fans back home deserve it, so it's going to be great.
Patrick Marleau, 7 goals so far in the playoffs, Gary.
David, thanks very much. Congratulations to the Sharks. They earned it. They earned it. They did do that. They were seeded coming in at number 2. They beat Colorado, the 4 seed in the West. And they come away with a chance to take on Calgary as they win this one 3-1. Post-game coverage, ESPN News. Our conference finals, Saturday, 3 o'clock Eastern, ABC. The Flyers will take on the Lightning. This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. For Bill Clement, Dave Ryan, and all of our crew, I'm Gary Thorne here in Denver. The Sharks 3, the Avs 1.